Right, guys, a warm welcome to tonight's live stream. It's the Springboks up against Tonga in the Rugby World Cup, and it's going to be one of those games that we just need to win and get the bonus point to secure a place in the quarterfinals. Let's not hope that the Boks fall at the last hurdle today, because we do have our fate in our own hands at the moment. The last thing that we want is to slip up against the stronger side today and let our fate be in the hands of Ireland next week. So, yeah, the Springboks in their last pool game of the Rugby World Cup just need to win here with a bonus point and they secure a place in the quarterfinals, which will probably be against the French side. And yeah, looking forward to that tremendous World Cup. This has been so far, and everything that we expected so far has happened. Look, I didn't think we were going to lose to Ireland. I did feel that we have a much stronger side than the Irish side do have. But in the end, our worst nightmare came true. And yeah, our kicking basically cost us the game against Ireland last week. So, yeah, I'm sure that it's something that Chark Nienaber and Rusty Erasmus would have worked on during the time. And yeah, hopefully we'll learn from that experience and on our way to the Rugby World Cup final. Hopefully, it's going to be really tough. Like I say, the Tongan side, very physical, very demanding at times as well. So never underestimate them at any time, because the last thing that we would want is to get a big injury today. And that is, I think, the big worry here for Russie and Jock is injury wise. If we're not careful, we might lose one or two key players. We've already lost the likes of Malcolm Marks, and we definitely don't want to be doing another one real soon. So I would say as long as we get the win and a bonus point and we don't get away with too many injuries, then South Africa should be fine going into the playoffs. So, yeah, let me know in the comment section what you guys think of this game and what your expectations are for this one. I will put up the poll just now. So, the poll will be Springboks to win by 1 to 20, 21 to 40, and then more than 40 points. And then lastly, a Tongan upset. So, yeah, do go out and vote there on the channel as well. Um, Kickoff for this game will be in about an hour from now, a bit less than an hour from now. So we'll just chat about the Springbok side and the opposition today as what we are expecting from this game today. Let's quickly go and have a run through the Springbok side today. Starting with the backline, we've got Willie Leroux, Grant Williams, and Makazola Mapimpi in the back three. Um, it's good to see Willie back in at number 15 jersey. I personally feel that he should be starting for the Springboks at any given test at this stage. His experience are so vital, and the last thing we want now is to have Willie Leroux have a dip in form, because he's been really good up until now, except for the one or two knock-ons that we've seen from him in the past, and maybe one or two slip tackles on the big guys close to the try line. Willie Leroux has actually been quite exceptional in that fullback jumper. But given that Willems has proven himself worthy of that number 15 jersey as well, so it will be interesting to see whether South Africa are going to go with Willie Leroux or Damian Willems come quarter-final time. But I can tell you what, I personally would pick Willie Leroux any day of the time. He will be my number 15 if we've got a World Cup final. And in, yeah, what inspiration Grant Williams have been on that right wing. He was originally selected as a scrum half, and we've seen him excel in that number 14 jersey, surely because he's got great pace. He's got a massive, massive acceleration on him, and he can really rip the defense to pieces when he gets going. And apart from that, he's very agile and he's very quick, and he's a second option at scrum off should Cobus Reinach get pulled in. Grant Williams will be there to slot in a number 9 jersey as well. So a great pick there on the right wing. Makazola Mapimpi, as always, try-scoring machine. We saw him score a hat-trick against Romania. There's just something special about this guy. And yeah, I'm almost going the route of saying that we should probably have Makazola Mapimpi as a starting 11 as well, with Cheslin Colby maybe moving back to the number 14 jersey. I know that's only my personal opinion, but I would go with the same 2019 World Cup back three, and that would be Willie Leroux, Cheslin Colby, and Makazola Mapimpi in the back three. But yeah, that's just my opinion. I think Mapimpi has been really solid defensively. He's been he's been getting a lot of critics on the defense, but then again, it is because of the game plan, that rush defense. He doesn't have the twinkle toes that say Kurtley Arendse have, but for some reason, this guy is a try-scoring machine, and he doesn't lack any pace whatsoever, and he's really clean under the high ball as well. So yeah, it's a great chance for him to prove himself again today. Guys like Billy and Mapimpi really don't need to really prove anything anymore to the coaching staff, because they know exactly what they've got in them. But I mean, just for the sake of the fans, get a really good game in today, and yeah, we'll see how things progress. Will it be Billy at the back, or will it be Willemse? Will it be Mapimpi, or will they go with Kurtley Arendse on that wing position? If you look at the midfield combination, Cannon Moody and Andre Esterhuizen, I think this is something very bright for the future. At this stage, I know I said last week, drop the Alendi and put Andre Pollard in at number 12 if it needs be. If we need to have Manny Libok at fly-off, put Andre Pollard in that inside centre channel. But yeah, the Alendi in his own right is so important for South Africa with the go-forward ball, his defensive ability. And yeah, you could almost, if you match Pollard and Alendi up against each other, I don't think Alendi lack anything in physicality what Alendi would bring. He's solid in defense, is 100 Pollard. He's an extra kicking option, and he can kick for goals from that number 12 channel. And he does like to take up the ball in that fly-off channel as well. The only question that there might be regarding Pollard at 12 is whether he's match fit enough, whether the body is strong enough at this stage, because we must remember Pollard haven't played a lot of rugby, and a lot of people also suggested 100 Pollard at fullback, but unfortunately for me, I don't think 100 Pollard possesses the speed that is required at this stage to slot in number 15 jersey. Look, he's not the slowest oak or bloke on the field, but when it comes to fullback, teams are going to have a field day with 100 Pollard at the back, because clearly they can kick into space, kick in behind him. And for that reason, I wouldn't pick Andre Pollard at fullback. But I would say that he would make a really interesting inside center position. But for now, Cannon Moody and Andre Esterhuizen, such a great combo between them is brewing at the moment. And I would love to see this combination go further in the future. Cannon Moody has been quite exceptional in every position that he's played for the Springboks so far. And we could even see him on the wing at stages. We could see him on the outside centre. I mean, Lukanya is out injured. Would have been a certain start in that number 13 jersey had it not been for his injury. So the opportunity arose there for Cannon Moody, and he's grabbed it with both hands. A great prospect for the future, a utility backline player that we can use, and he's still so young. I would even be surprised if he gets to play fly-off at some stage in his career for the Springbok side as well. So, yeah, Andre Esterhuizen brings the same kind of physicality that Alendi brings to the party. I think the only difference between the two at the moment, for me personally, is that Andre Esterhuizen's form is quite better than that of Alendi. But how important will that form be when they get to a very intense playoff game? Will Andre Esterhuizen be able to make the same kind of decisions that the Alendi would be able to make in a very important game? I don't think so at this stage. Even though Andre Esterhuizen is running 5 guys flat on the ground at the moment, running into that inside channel and tackling guys backwards, um, I don't think in important games like, say, an All Black game, World Cup final, I would rather prefer Dialendi with his decision making instead of Andre Esterhuizen just bashing up all time through the middle. And yeah, that's what people need to understand. If you don't have the experience, you will not win. It won't win you World Cups. And I think that's the same said to Manny Libok at this stage. An incredible player at fly half, a great ball distributor. He does have a brilliant general kicking game. He's that guy with the X factor that can put in a no-look kick and yeah, just really send your backline away. But when it comes to those important games, we saw in the URC final against Munster, I was there at the stadium, and I can tell you what, experience would have definitely counted so much for Manny Libok had he played a few more games in that number 10 jersey, and the same will count for international level. I think at this stage, Andre Pollard, the perfect choice at number 10. He's been in the system since 2018, knows Dinaba, knows Rassi, knows what to expect from the players around him, the Alendi, Cheslin, and Mapimpi and Leroux, and Faf de Klerk. So I would be very surprised if they're going to continue with Manny Libok at number 10 for the quarterfinals and semifinals and beyond. Um, I do believe that Andre Pollard just need a little bit of game time, and today will be his opportunity to prove that as well. We don't need anything brilliant from him. We just need him to get some game time, take up that physicality of the Tongans, and just get into a rhythm for that knockout games to come. I would probably, I don't know, it's going to be a tough choice. Deciding on whether Andre Pollard should start for the quarterfinals. Or do we go with Libok? It's going to be a tough one. And I see Alvarez here said, how fit is Pollard though? And that is the big question. You know, we don't know how fit he is. We don't know how many minutes he can go. But experience-wise, I would definitely select him ahead of Manny Libok at the moment. Kobus Reinach, on the other hand, the number 9 for today's game. One have to feel for this guy. He's consistently played really well for franchise and international level. But unfortunately for him, there's guys in the pecking order that's a little bit higher above him, like Faf de Klerk, who's been trusted by Rassi and Jock. And then you've got guys like Jordan Hendricks. We had Herschel Yankees there. We had all of those guys. And I think after this World Cup, Kobus Reinach will probably not play internationally again for the Springboks side. But it's a very similar scenario to that of Ruan Pinar. He played in the shadow of Fourie Priya for a very long time. Such a great player, and didn't play the minutes on the field as he would have liked to. And I think the same counts for Kobus Reinach. Such an incredible player, so quick, so fast, and really good passing skills from this guy. His kicking is really good as well. But unfortunately, he's playing down the pecking line of the likes of Faf de Klerk. And yeah, that is the sum up of this back line. Let me know what you guys think of it. I'll go through a couple of comments that's come in. Caden Pierce has said Tonga. Grant says, evening, Guru, looking forward to this game. Here we go, Boca all the way. Alvaria says, I don't blame the kickers. I blame Marassi for going for post all the time. And then Grant says, nothing wrong with the team for this match. I like to see the line in action tonight. Andrew Lampreth says, go Boca. Grant says, Jack Pollard needs some American football type protection. And then Grant says, if only. Katima says, let's go Boca. Bonus point and big score. Aaron says, what American football protection do calves? And then Alvaria says, how fit is Pollard? And then Peter de Klerk says, Springboks 85 points to 7 today. So let me know what you guys think is the score going to be today. I do have the poll up on the channel as well. We've got a couple of votes that's come in, and 53% so far has said South Africa will win this game by more than 40 points. 33% has said 21 to 40 points. 1 to 20% or 1 to 20 points. 6%, and then 8% has gone for a Tongan upset today. So there's a couple of guys that are feeling quite fancy about the chances of Tonga today. Jock Witboy says go Bokke. So Alvarez says 45 points to 5. I think what I did with my Super Brew for this game, let's go quickly and have a look. I can't remember because I normally just put it in as I feel. So I said South Africa by 55 points today. So I am expecting a big win for the Springboks today. Let's go and have a look at the forwards that the Springboks have selected for today's game. The back three or the loose trio combination for the Springboks: Jasper Wiese, Dwayne Vermeulen, and Siya Kolisi today. I think Jasper has proven himself over the course of the time to be our number one, number 8. Like I said, there were always question marks around his form. There was a dip in his form as of late, but I mean, he's just been brilliant so far in the Rugby World Cup. Such a physical player, carries the ball with so much energy, and then his defensive efforts are quite tremendous as well. One thing that do lack with Jasper Wiese sometimes is his discipline, and it's definitely something that he will have to work on. And I personally felt that it was probably one of the reasons why Ian van Roos didn't make it to the World Cup was his lack of discipline at this stage. Because if you compare the two guys, Jasper Wiese, great form when he was selected, had a dip in form. Ian van Roos haven't been given the opportunity at international level, so it wouldn't have just not been fair to have Roos in the Springbok squad for this World Cup with the lack of experience that he had, and then also coupled with the lack of discipline. But definitely Jasper Wiese will have to work on his discipline going forward. He's such a physical player. Try to work on your discipline without losing your physicality, and you'll become one of the best players in world rugby. Just ask the guy next to him is Dwayne Vermeulen, who I think has perfected that ability to have perfect discipline and still have the ability to be physical at the breakdown with the ball carries. And he could also have the potential to become a really good leader as Jasper Wiese. So I think in Dwayne Vermeulen in that regard is probably the ultimate model if you want to look at someone that's got the discipline, who's got the physicality, and he's got the leadership as well. And I think the reason why we've got Dwayne at number 7 today is just basically to give Dwayne Vermeulen a little bit more game time, get him physically up to scratch, because I do feel that we're going to see Jasper Wiese and Dwayne Vermeulen swap during the quarterfinals, maybe one half. And it's going to be important for Dwayne Vermeulen to be sharp and ready as well. And I think he's also in this lineup today to bring a little bit of experience to guys like Andre Esterhuizen and Grant Williams and Cannon Moody. The Springboks got plenty of experience. They've got Kolisi in the starting lineup as well, Eben Etzebeth. But you need more guys, and guys like Dwayne Vermeulen and Billy Leroux and Andre Pollard will bring that experience to this side as well, and just keep the heads up if something might go a little bit haywire for them during this game. Kolisi obviously picking himself at the moment, Captain Fantastic. He's had a great World Cup and a great leadership role so far in this Rugby World Cup, helping out sort of people to understand why Manny Libbok is struggling, and really bringing this group of Springbok players together. And I think his biggest task, along with Dwayne and Eben and the likes of Pollard, would have been to say, guys, we lost against Ireland. We need to calm down, take it game by game. We've got Tonga up next. Let's go out, do the basics right, and the points will start to roll as well. And let's build up to that quarterfinal against France. I mean, if there's any side in the world right now that can take 90,000 French supporters and then knock the world champ or the hosts out of the World Cup, it would be South Africa, because they got that mentality of the experience of Billy Leroux and Cheslin Colby and Damien Dialendi, Makazole Mapimpi, Andre Pollard, de Klerk, and all those guys, along with Dwayne and Sia Kulisi and Yeben. So it's great to have these guys in the Springboks side, and especially with Marvin Uri coming into the side at number 5, along with Yeben Etzebeth. Remember, Yeben Etzebeth still lacks a little bit of game time. He needs to get match fit again and ready for that quarterfinal, because we're going to need him in that game against Tonga. All of these experience are going to be so vital against the French in the quarterfinals, if we win this one, of course. So it's great to have Marvin Uri along with Yeben Etzebeth in that lock combination today. I think they form a really good partnership. Marvin Uri has been exceptional for the Stormers all season. And although he has not had the game time in that Springbok jumper for now, he will definitely be a quality in the future as well for South Africa. If you look at the front row combination for the Springboks today, you've got Vincent Koch, Deon Fourie, and Oxner Shear. Vincent Koch hasn't started a test in I don't know how long, so it's a great opportunity for him to showcase his talents, because if there's one injury to either Trevor Nyakane or Frans Malherbe, Vincent Koch will have to step in, and a great chance for him to showcase his talents today to the side as well. And then Deon Fourie, obviously, today in that number 2 jersey with the injury to Malcolm Marx. There's no Bonambi today. So if things go haywire, it's going to go haywire in the lineouts. We've got Marco van Staden on the bench and Deon Fourie. So they will look to Deon Fourie today to get some crisp and clean ball from the lineouts and really do a little bit of donkey work, similar to that of Malcolm Marx. I think he can become the Malcolm Marx of the Springboks for this World Cup, because we do know that he is a little bit tender in age. So this will probably be his swan song for the Boks as well as the World Cup. So he's got everything to prove here as Deon Fourie. He wants to be that guy that's going to line up next week or the week after against France in that quarterfinal and say, listen, if Bonambi needs to go off, I'm there. Don't worry. I'm going to be the man that's going to take it up for them. And I think he does have the ability to do just that. And then Oxner Shear, obviously, I think has been incredible so far in this Rugby World Cup. Just playing second to Steven Kitsoff at this stage. But luckily for Ox, he's still got a big future ahead in the Springbok jumper. So, great chance for him to just stay in the loop here for this game. He will definitely be there against France on the bench or starting. That's how incredible it is with this Boks side. You can pick Ox and lose nothing by resting Kitsoff, and you can play a guy like Deon Fourie. I won't say you won't lose anything in Malcolm Marx, but we've seen some incredible. We bring in Dwayne Vermeulen in the place of Peter Steph de Toey. We lose nothing in physicality, defense, and leadership. We bring in Marvin Uri in the place of Franco Mostert, and we lose nothing there. Great to have this kind of depth in the Springbok side as well. And we can see that in Oxner Shear as well. Let's go and have a look at a few more sports score predictions coming in. Samuel Kern says South Africa 52, Tonga 14. Kim Finley says, watching from Cape Town, no TV, happy to have this channel. Thanks, Kim. And then Brits says, book 28 points to 18. And then Farid says, hello Amal, hello Guru, hello Farid. Welkom terug. Andre Stander says, Boks by more than 50 points. And then Kran greeting Farid as well. So as you guys know, we will be doing the second 20 of the first half and the last 20 of the second half in Afrikaans. So I'll go through this again in just a short while, explaining in Afrikaans as well. But we're just going through this lineup quickly here in English. So just two more comments coming in. Farid Khan says 59-12 to South Africa. And then Greg Kukumur says, non-Guru. Remember, it's Italian for the first 20, then Maori for the next 20, and then Georgian for the third 20, and then 20, and lastly, Afrikaans. Let's see how that goes, Greg, tonight. So it's going to be interesting. And then Farid says, Mora Grand is wakker. Right, so let's go and discuss the bench of the Springboks quickly. We've got Marco van Staden, Steven Kitshoff, and Trevor Nyakani as the front row replacements on the bench. And it's going to be interesting to see Marco van Staden and Dion Fourie still need time with the throw-ins. They need to get their rhythm going. Will we see South Africa kick more to touch to try and force a few more lineouts in a match situation? Or are they happy with the way Marco van Staden and Dion Fourie is doing? I think personally from my side, I think Dion and Marco did really well in their respective matches when they took the opportunity to play in those positions. So, yeah, Steven Kitshoff and Trevor Nyakani, expect them to really come out in the second half and really soften the Tonga front row. It's not going to be easy, but it's definitely possible to really destroy this Tongan pack of forwards. Because we've seen with all the tier 2 sides, they don't lack. They come out and they play really good. But for some reason, when the pack of forwards are weak, their lineouts are weak, they do tend to struggle. So I think that's their biggest problem at this stage today. In this game against the Boks, I think physically they front up in defense, they'll front up on the attack. But in the key set play areas like the scrums and lineouts, they are going to struggle, and that is going to cause penalties. The driving ball is going to be so important. So for guys like Steven Kitshoff, Trevor Nyakani, Franco Mostert, especially for Kwagga, when things are going to get a little bit looser towards the end, it's going to be game on for these guys. They need to really stamp up their authority in that driving balls, in that scrums, and in the lineouts today, because I do feel that is where South Africa will by far have the upper hand over Tonga today. And then guys like Andre Estres and Cannon Moody and Mapimpi will really celebrate and score a couple of tries for the Springboks side today. Again, like I said, we've gone through the forwards, Franco Mostert and Kwagga Smith joining in there. Like we know, Franco Mostert playing exquisite rugby at the moment. He's just been Mr. Reliable from the start to the finish, while Kwagga Smith has made his impact as an impact player. And I think everybody so far in their respective positions have made some sort of impact in the Springbok side. On the bench, we've got a 5-3 split for today's game. So Jaden Hendrikse, Jesse Kriel and Manny Libbok. Jaden Hendrikse haven't had a lot of game time. Opportunity for him to get some game time if there does arise an injury or something. Same with Grant Williams. Jesse Kriel on the bench today. And he'll probably be a backup there to one of them if they need to shift to the right wings or something. And then Manny Libbok is there, obviously, for Andre Pollard, who we don't think. I expect him to maybe play the first half and then being replaced by Manny Libbok for the second. But you don't know. Maybe Rassie and Jock will want Andre to go as long as possible. But I can tell you what, Tonga will definitely target Andre Pollard. So just to give him that bit of match fitness and then send on Manny Libbok to finish things off with that dangerous backline that we've got. So, that's the Springbok lineup for today. I'm just going to take a quick break. And when I do come back, we will be discussing the Tongan lineup and then quickly a set through in Afrikaans as well regarding the Springbok lineup. So I'll be back in just a minute or two, and we will discuss the rest of the teams further.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. Then it's your chance to be ruthless. They don't wanna see me naked, they don't wanna see me care. Anytime I make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight and the climb, and I think that the pain that's deep inside is what defines. So I won't give up, I'm gonna make it to the top. I don't care what's in my way, I swear I'm never gonna stop. I could fall flat on my face and I swear I won't get back up, cause I don't deserve a thing and the road ahead is tough. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life.
Right, guys, we are back now again, and let's quickly see if there are any comments that came in. Doesn't look like too much. 303 said, hope we are more clinical at the breakdown than we were against the Irish. Look, 303, the Boks were very good at the breakdown. It was a very physical battle, and I think at the end of the day, we didn't do too bad at the breakdown. I think we were over Ireland for most part of the 80 minutes. It was basically, just for me, the fact that the Boks didn't have a kicking boot on the day. I think that is, for me, the only reason we did lose to Ireland was that we didn't have our kicking boots on. So I think we definitely were more clinical in a lot of aspects of the game against Ireland. I'm just really furious that we didn't use the advantage in that lineup, because Ireland's lineup was terrible on the day. So I think if we ever meet them again in this World Cup, be it maybe in the final, if we do progress today and Ireland do too, which I don't think is going to be the case, but if we do, we really need to exploit that lineouts a lot more than we did in last week's game. S-Box says box by 80 points. Grant says just a bonus point, thanks. Let's go, Bokke. And then S-Box says, did you know South Africa's only conceded 16 points during this World Cup this far? Yeah, it's incredible defensive effort from the Springboks at the moment. And it's like they say, defenses wins World Cups. So I'm not surprised that the Springboks are one of the favorites to win the competition. And that's purely based on their defensive efforts. We haven't really attacked at all during this World Cup in the games against Scotland and Ireland. I think defensively, we overpowered all of them in the basics. And think if we're going to start playing full out, we are going to run over those guys for sure. My path for healthy living says depth is the key for longevity, competitiveness, and dynamic of play stability. Building depth is definitely the key to keep on winning and being top-notch competitors. We are building winners, says my path for living. And absolutely, we can't stress the importance of having the experience that we've got for this Rugby World Cup. And I truly believe what Russie and Jock said, that we are better prepared for this World Cup than what we were in 2019. It's like Russie said, they were building since 2018 for this World Cup. And I was honestly surprised that we did lose to Ireland last week, given the fact that we were so dominant against the All Blacks and Scotland, in the games before. And maybe credit must be given to this Irish side. A little bit luck on the other one side, maybe for Ireland on certain things that happened. Was it another day, we might have beaten them by quite a bigger margin, and they wouldn't have won at all. But again, I think we're in a great position to win this World Cup. And we just need to keep believing in these guys as well. Kasim sê Grant Fried Marius en Greg moenie naskou vanaand nie. And then Stefan says hoping that Esterhuizen, Moody and Williams show their talent tonight. Oh, I guess there's nothing lacking in the talent, Stefan. Unfortunately, they're down in the pecking order at this stage to Dialendi and Jesse Krill and the likes of Cheslin Colby. But I mean, if any of those three players had to get injured, I think either of these three would step in and do the job. And that's what the experience are worth. I think a guy like Andre Esterhuizen, like I said earlier, is playing the best rugby of his life, probably better than Dialendi at the moment. But I would still pick Damien Dialendi ahead of Esterhuizen purely on the experience that he's got, that decision-making in vital games, quarterfinals, semi-finals, and finals. And the same would go for probably Jesse Krill and the likes of Cheslin Colby, although I'm not a big Jesse Krill fan. I think he's done enough with the experience that he have to make the right decision on the end of the day. Greg says, Yo, Kasim, I don't have any nails left. My second team is Scotland. This is the group of fear, LOL. And then Aaron's Vu says, why is your comments blurred, Guru? I don't know. Is the comments blurred, guys? Can you guys see the comments in the comments section? Or what's going on there? Just let me know in the comments section as well, because I'm not sure what is going on there. Let me just quickly check something out, and let's just see if it's everywhere or just by you. Just trying to figure it out now, but it shouldn't be like that at all. Okay, guys says they can see it clearly, so must be something from your side there. Aaron's Kasim David says my fingers like soos Guru se red stompies. Gary J. Diesel says Japan was also wasn't impossible. Don't start with that, Gary. Now, come on. And my path for Healthy 11 says, yeah, all good, clear, Guru. We can see Guru, and then can see clearly in your screen says Grant. Right, so yeah, let's quickly go and have a run through of this Samoan side because we don't know too much about them. From what I've seen so far in the competition, not very impressed with the way that they're playing. So much fuss were made about the imports that they've got, and yeah, unfortunately, it just haven't paid off for them. I know a guy like Falau, unfortunately, not making the World Cup squad due to injury, but I don't think he would have made that much of a difference. I mean, Piatau at fullback, Yanisi and Tui Tavaki in the back three. Excuse my English today with these players, but Piatau, Yanisi, and Tui Tavaki on at 11. Don't know why I'm struggling with that because it should be quite an easy name. Tui Tavuki on that left wing. Don't know too much about these guys. I know Piatau. I don't think it's Charles Piatau. I think it's the brother maybe of Charles. So not too much to fear in that back three of the Tongan side. If you look at the midfield combination of Malakai Fekitoa and Peter Key, two quality players. Have they been able to gel together? That's a different question altogether. I think personally Fekitoa has been really disappointing along with Aki in that midfield in this competition and really not living up to their name at this moment. So maybe today will be the day where they physically match up and play their best games. Let's hope it's not going to be the case for us. And in William Avili and Augustine Pulu in that number 9 and 10 channel. Look, a guy like Augustine Pulu, great in Super Rugby previously. I've seen a lot of him. I think he was playing for the Blues, I think it was, not so many years ago. And he was really impressive. A guy like William Avili has been solid so far in that number 10 channel. But nothing stands out and says this team is anything special at the moment. We expected guys like Charles Piatau, Fekitoa, Peter Aki, Salomon Kata, all of those big names to make a really big impact in this World Cup, and they failed tremendously in doing that. I know this is the pool of death, and it was going to be tough from the get go for the Tongan side, but really haven't lived up to the expectations at all. If you look at the forwards, Samisi Paia and Sione Talatui, along with Tanginoa Halafanua. Again, not a lot known about these guys. Yes, they're big. Yes, they're physical. Yes, they tackle like really dangerous people. But nothing stands out in a rugby term for me about these guys. I've seen Sam Lausi and Favita play before in Super Rugby as well. Nothing screams brilliant from these guys, and we really should, as a Springbok side, really get over these guys quite easily today. And that's why I put my Super Brew at 55 points, I think it was. Yeah, 55 points on my Super Brew. If you look at the forwards, Ben Tamafuna, he's been good throughout this World Cup. He's been one of the few guys that's really impressed. And then Paula Ngamua and Siegfried Fischioa, I don't think they're going to be able to match the Springbok side at this stage. It's going to cost a lot from these guys to really come out here and do damage to the Springbok squad. On the bench, Sam Molly, Matangi, Apikatoa, Coleman, Vailanu, Takalua, Pellegrini, and Tamapiua on the bench. Again, just the fact that I'm not able to pronounce these names correctly should tell you guys that there's nothing really to be worried about at the moment here for the Springbok side. Let's go and have a look at a few more comments coming in, and we'll see how it goes. Let's see, where will we fall in? Right. Kasim says ons met bal hou en nie onnodig skop nie. Springboks will win by over 60 points, says Andrew Preacher. Greg Kukumur says, I honestly think that there's a very possible that Scotland could create the shock of the tournament. If we get the 5 points today, then anything is possible. How great would that be if Scotland could beat Ireland and with a bonus point and prevent them from getting any points? that would be definitely the shock of the World Cup, because we haven't really seen the big shock of the World Cup yet. CP23 says, still gutted that we lost to Ireland. Moves Bokpa says, let's go, baby. These games on Sunday, not good for our economy. Not going to work tomorrow. And then Kasim says, be right back. Gaan gou samosas bak en popcorn. Popcorn en Timan my TV screen te gooi. En dan Jorina Fourie says, hallo Kuru en almal, hoop die knelpunte word uitgestryk vanaand. Absoluut, Jorina. And in my path for healthy living says, yeah, Ireland didn't watch the game, South Africa lost it. And in Andries Rousseau, Guru, wat dink jy gaan die halftyd, or what will the halftime score be? Yeah, look, I think physically they'll try and do battle with us up until halftime, and we could see a low-scoring first half, maybe a 21 points to 3 if they get any points. But I think anything in the 21-point area to 28 points, Andries, would be a fair enough score, I think, personally, if things go well. If it doesn't, 10-point lead at halftime, at worst, I think. At best, 28 points, at worst, 10. So you could go anything in between of that, or go for the best or the worst case scenario. Gerardus Marais says, vanaf skree ek net bokke uit die VSA, go bokke. En Kasim sê, gaan Ierland uitwees as Skotland wen. So, as Skotland wen met 'n bonuspunt en Ierland keer om 'n bonuspunt van hulle eie te kry, dan is Ierland uit die wêreldbeker, Kasim. Afskop is in so 13 minute van nou, so kom ons gesels 'n bietjie in Afrikaans ook hierso. Eddie Keen sê bokke 75, Tonga 0. Greg says, if Scotland beat Ireland, then we will visit Kuru up north when I visit South Africa and buy him a few drinks. I'll hold you to that, Greg. And then Moorse Bokpa says, bokke 101 Tonga, seker 0. We'll be lucky to get 0. Frikkie Skoombi sê, naan Guru, ek sien uit na die agterlyn met Pollard terug, sy inpak is baie afgespeel en ons weet hy is 'n skelet. Lekker game. Ja, ons kan nie die belangrikheid van Andre Pollard afkykie, Frikkie. Ek dink, soos ek vroeër gesê het, die ervaring wat Andre Pollard bring in daai nommer 10 try is fataal. Ja, man, die Libbok was sover fantasties op daai nommer 10 kanaal. Sy skopwerk was goed. Hy bring daai X-factor vir die bokke in die agterlyn, stuur die agterlyn weg. Maar op die einde van die dag het ons gesien wat het gebeur in die eindstryd teen Munster in die URC vroeër vanjaar, toe daai BMT nie daar was nie, en ons het dit nou so ver in die wêreldbeker ook gesien met die skopskoen. Ek dink dit is waar Andre Pollard definitief mylepunte beter as Libbok is in daardie gebied. Ek meen, Pollard is nou al van 2018 deel van Rassie en Jacques se planne, en ek dink hulle sal, as hulle die geleentheid kan kry om te begin, gaan hulle definitief vir Manny Libbok, wat verlede jaar eers in die box setup ingekom het, uitskoppie. Ek meen, ons kan sommer kyk na die feit na Andre Esterhuizen. Hy speel fantastiese rugby op daai binnensenter, maar hulle volhard met Damien Dialendi, omdat hy daar was van die begin af, selfs met Cannon Moody op die oomblik en Jesse Kriel. Ek dink Cannon Moody se vorm baie beter as die van Jesse Kriel, maar daai ervaring wat die manne bring vir die span is absoluut fataal. So ja, ek kan nie verby dit kyk op die oomblik nie. Kasim David says, go Scott the Greg. Tolly says, good evening, Guru. Sarel de Toy says, vasvat manne. Xbox sê, Tonga 2 kanse, skraal en 0. En dan, kom ons kyk daar, Moorse Bokpa says, Pollard to play 41 minutes. Moorse Verroes Libbok to master that second half. En in, ja, en dit is dit basis van die comments. So, weer eens as ons so vinnig deur die Springboks span kyk, daar so Willie Leroux, Grant Williams, Cannon Moody, Andre Esterhuizen, Makazola Mapimpi, Andre Pollard en Kobus Reinagh. Ek meen, ek het vroeër in Engels gesê, so ek kan nie te veel uitbrei in Afrikaans nie, maar ek meen, ek sou, my persoonlike opinie, ek sal vir Willie Leroux elke dag van die jaar op daai nommer 15 try speel, net vir die ervaring wat hy bring. Ek meen, hy was in skitterende vorm gewees voor die wêreldbeker. Ons het gesien hoe goed het hy en Manny Libbok tussen 10 en 15 beweeg. Willie Leroux het baie van die spel op nommer 10 gedoen, en baie mense gee die krediet vir Libbok in plaas van vir Willie Leroux, wat tussen 10 en 15 gespeel het. En jy kon gesien dat elke keer as Willie Leroux op daai 10 kanaal was, dan het hy baie spasie beskik vir die boksspan en vat niks weg van Manny Libbok af nie, maar ek dink net die ervaring wat Willie Leroux bring in daai nommer 15 try is vertaal vir die boksspan, veral in die kwart eindronde, semifinals en final, as ons so ver gaan. Ek meen, Willem se fantasties so ver in daai nommer 15 try, vat niks weg van hom af nie, maar Willie definitief my man om te begin in 'n kwart eindstryd op julle agter. Grant Williams en Makazole Mapimpi, ek meen, ek het dieselfde gesê van Mapimpi ook, hy's so ervare speler, hy's goed onder die hoë bal, hy druk drieë, ek weet nie hoekom nie, maar hy druk net klomp drieë elke keer wat hy speel, so hy het 'n verskriklike goeie strike rate as dit kom by drieë druk, so dit wil vir my sê, sy posisiering op sy spel, waar hy is op noodtye, hy is daar waar dit moet wees om die drieë te druk, so hy is daar waar hy moet wees wanneer hy die bal kry om te gaan druk, en dit sê vir my, die ervaring wat hy daar het, speel 'n groot rol in sy posisionele spel is ook. Grant Williams natuurlik 'n briljante sy-stap, hy's 'n tweede opsie op skramskakel, hulle kan Kobus Reinagh en Grant Williams ook mix and match, as hulle vir Willie en Andre Pollard sekerlik sal gebruik vandag ook. As jy kyk na Canon Moody en Andre Esterhuizen, ek het net gesê, Andre Esterhuizen is in die beste vorm van sy lewe, maar weer eens ongelukkig daai ervaring wat die Alendi bring, sal ek hom nie nou op die oomblik voorsit nie. Ja, hy hardloop 5 manne plat en hy tackle die manne in hulle glory in, maar as dit kom by daai ervaring in daai groot wedstryde, dan is die Alendi die man wat die regte besluite neem. En ek sê nie dat Andre dit nie kan doen nie, maar uit wat mens geleer het uit die verlede uit, moet mens daai ervaring in sulke groot wedstryde hê, en ek dink dit is alrede hoekom Andre nie in daai nommer 12 try begin nie. En dan dieselfde met Andre Pollard, fantastiese speler, hy's dalk nie die vinnigste speler nie, hy's nie dalk nie die mees fisiekse speler wat daar is nie, maar hy doen die basiese spel reg, sy skopwerk is reg, hy korrel reg pale toe, sy algemene skopwerk is briljant, en ek het gesê, Andre Pollard op 12 sal ook werk, ons sal 'n ekstra opsie hê om te skop, die ervaring wat hy sal bring, hy verdedig redelik goed, hy kan ook die bal dra, maar die vraag is hy fiks genoeg op hierdie stadium om dit te kan doen, en die antwoord daar vir my ongelukkig is nie op die oomblik, veral nie op die binnensenter waar hulle geneig is om op teen te hardloop nie, waar op 10 hy daarom die hulp van sy losvoorspelers het, om hom by te dra daar so die verdediging. Soos Canon Moody in fantastiese vorm homself, ek sou, soos ek gesê het, as dit nie was vir die ervaring van Jesse Kriel nie, dan sou Canon Moody seker begin het, en ek dink hy dank Lukanja aan elke dag dat hy beseer geraak het, want ons het 'n diamant ontwikkel in hierdie wêreldbeker en net voor die wêreldbeker, ons weet nou Canon Moody kan buite senter speel, hy kan vleuel speel, en hy kan heel agter speel, as dit nodig is, en dan Kobus Reinagh natuurlik, vir my een van die ongelukkige manne, ek weet nie hoekom daar altyd hou wees, wat soveel potensiaal het, en dan so min toetse, en so min tyd op die veld spandeer, soos Kobus Reinagh, voorheen was dit Roan Pinaar, en nou is dit Kobus Reinagh, wat in daai selfde skoene loop, as Faf de Klerk, maar fantastiese agterlyn, hulle is besig met die nasionale anthems op die oomblik, so ons gaan dit nie te lang verder hou nie, Jasper Wiese in fantastiese vorm op 8, Dwayne Vermeulen in daai nommer 7 try, bring hy ervaring, hy het speeltyd nodig, hy het daai minute nodig, ek dink hulle gaan wissel tussen Jasper en Dwayne, as dit kom by die uitspelrondes, so dis belangrik dat Dwayne Vermeulen daai ekstra bietjie speeltyd kry, en dan kaptein Sia Kolisi, Marvin Orie, en Ebenet Sowet wat ook 'n bietjie speeltyd nodig het, Vincent Kok wat lanklaas gespeel het, en Dion Fourie, wat die geleentheid sal gebruik, om sy hand op te steek en te sê, ons het nie nog Aker nodig nie, ek is daar, dan natuurlik Oxnard, wat enige tyd Steven Kitshoff se skoene kan vol staan. Op die bankie, Marco van Staden, Steven Kitshoff, Trevin Jakani, Franco Mostert, Kwagga Smit, Jaden Hendrikse, Jesse Kriel en Manny Libbok. So ons weet Marco vervang vir Dion, Kitshoff vir Ox en Trevor vir Vincent. So ons verloor niks in brutale krag daar in die skram nie. Dink dit is waar ons Tonga gaan domineer vanaand. Is daar in die skramgebied, die losmaalbeweging en die lynstane, en dan sal ons agterlyn baljaar van daar af. Natuurlik Franco Mostert, wat enige posisie kan speel van flank na slot en sy ervaring net so belangrik. En dan Kwagga Smith wat 'n fantastiese inpakspeler is op die oomblik vir Suid-Afrika. Hy doen definitief daai inpak naam gedaan op die oomblik. Speel fantasties van die bankie af en ons het so 'n speler nodig wat die wedstryd kan kom verander en ek dink dit is waar ek dink Damian Willemse net so belangrik vir die Bokke gaan wees, daai X-factor wat ons gaan nodig het. En dan Jesse Kriel wat daar is ook buite staan en Manny Libbok wat sekerlik Andre Pollard na die eerste helfte so net na die eerste helfte sal bevang ook. Ons gaan kyk na die comments wat ingekom het. Ek het so 'n bietjie agter geraak hierso. Hulle die Engelse ref vandag so is Luke Pearce wat die referee is vandag, Matthew Carley en Christoph Ridley saam met Brett Cronin as die TMO vir vandag se wedstryd. Right, ek hoef ons hoef nie te veel ge-worried te wees van hulle nie. Domina sê alles is onder beheer mense, die manne dra weer die groen en goud vanaand wat duidelik hulle superpowers bevat. Sodra hulle daai turquoise jol aangetrek het, dan kan hulle skielik nie meer skop nie. So ons gaan nou nog net die hakka hê hierso van Tonga en dan het ons die wedstryd. Michelle Phillips sê Guru, jy beter sing die anthem vir ons, nie vandag nie Michelle, miskien môre. Kom ons kyk wat gaan gebeur in hierdie wedstryd. Dit gaan 'n groot wedstryd wees die. Springboks sê jy kan sien aan sommige kommentaar dat dit vir 'n paar manne se slaaptyd is. Stefan van der Spys het kommentaar moet meer objektief wees asseblief. Sorry Stefan, ek kan nie, ongelukkig op die stadium daar is absoluut niks wat ons van Tonga kan sê wat in hulle rigting gaan dui nie. So ek meen as jy nie tevrede is nie, jammer vir dit, maar ja, jy moet dit nou maar net so aanvaar want op die einde van die dag behoort die Bokke redelik ver te wen en ons sal sien hoe dit gaan. Maar ja, kom ons kyk hoe gaan dinge gaan in hierdie wedstryd. Die hakka is klaar en ons is amper reg vir afskop hierso. So ons gaan die eerste 20 minute in Engels doen, dan die tweede 20 minute in Afrikaans en dan weer die eerste 20 minute van die tweede helfte in Engels en dan gaan ons daai laaste 20 minute van die wedstryd gaan ons weer in Afrikaans kap. So ja, geniet dit mense en mag die beste span wen vanaand. Ek dink dit gaan die Bokke wees met so 55 punte. Het ek gesê op my superbroer, so kom ons kyk wat gaan gebeur in hierdie ene. Ons is so 'n minuut of so weg van die afskop van hierdie wedstryd af. Dink ek moet gou 'n longbreek vat voor die afskop. So net daar uit die prentjie uit wegkom en dan gou 'n enetjie opsteek en dan gaan ons van daar af. Right, so we're back in English now. It's going to be Tonga to kick this game off from right to left. They're playing in white and red, while the Springboks are back in the green and gold today. So looking forward to this one. Again, the Tongan side, just real quickly, Pietau, Inisi, and Tuita Vaki, and then Vekitoa and Aki in the midfield, along with Havili and Pulu in the 9 and 10, and then Payawa, Talatui, Halafanui, Lausi Vavita, Tamafuna, Ngoma, and Fisioa for this Tongan side. So, yeah, without further ado, let's get this game underway. It's going to be Tonga and David, it's going to be Havili to get us underway. It's the number 10, William Havili, to get us this game underway. Referee, of course, for today, Luke Pearce, Matthew Carley, and Christoph Ridley, with the TMO being Brett Cronin. Right, Tonga to play from right to left with this kick-off. Let's see how it's going to go, guys. Playing from right to left on the screen. It's Tonga with Havili to get us underway. Here we go. The kick-off is a low kick here from them. What's not taken by South Africa and going into touch on the 22-meter line. That's not a great start from the Springboks. But let's just see what the referee call is here. They might look at something from the kickoff here. Was there an interference? Was there a little knock on? So, yeah, no, it's going to be a line out to Tonga because it was touched by the Springboks. And a wobbly start here for the Bokke today, as it's going to be Nwaguma to throw this one in for Tonga. Taken well off the back they go. Augustine Pulu, Peter Aki throws a little dummy and goes himself over the 22. He goes. Now it's Tamafuna. Tamafuna with a big try here for Tonga. 15 meters out from the try line. But it's going to be a penalty against South Africa. And an early chance here for Tonga to put some points on the board through David Avili. Well, that's not a good start here. Not a good start from the Springboks. And an early chance here for a three-pointer for Tonga. Offside by South Africa. Well, the kickoff not taken well there by South Africa. Touched it and went into touch. And from there on, they took it up. Some really good drives there from Tonga. And they get the penalty. And it's Avili now to put Tonga into the lead here after about 2 minutes of play in this game. Right, so let's see what Avili can do with this one. It's from right in front here, 10 meters out from the try line. And Tonga have an early chance now to take the lead. Avili slot on with that one. And yeah, it's 3 points to 0 to Tonga after 2.5 minutes of play. Kasim sê nee, lekker begin nie, maar ons kan verbeter. Oor sy bokpa sê ek hou nie van Luke Peers nie. Right, so the restart in from the box, and it's taken in here by Tonga. The kick has been charged down by the Springboks. Bounces once and into the hand of Jasper Wiese now. He's up to the 10-meter line inside Tonga's half now. Can this ball come back? Penalty advantage to South Africa. Now it's Jebanetsa with Andre Pollard out to Willie Leroux. Long cut pass to Makazola Mapimpi, who cuts back on the inside. Still on the 10-meter line on the far side of the field. Now Reinach, Willie Leroux, show and go from him. Gets the pass away to Kobus Reinach, Andre Pollard. Back it comes to Dion Fourie. He's met really hard on the 10-meter line. And we are going to come back for the penalty to South Africa. Good defense there from Tonga. A really good start here from Tonga. Matching up in defense. But the discipline in South Africa kicked that to the corner. 5 meters out from the try line. It was Marvin Uri who got the charge down from the kick. And from there, South Africa did really well. Dion Fourie ran into Fekitoa there. So a big hit on him. But here we go now from about 5 meters out on the near side of the field. Marvin Uri takes it in, sets up the driving maul for the Springboks now. Dion Fourie controlling that ball at the back here. Is there a penalty advantage to South Africa? No. Yes, there is. Right away they go. Oh, the pass is sloppy and left in behind. And we're coming back for another penalty here. More penalty here to the box. Quickly taken by Reinach. And he dives over for the first try of the game. Yeah, the try has been awarded. And it's 5 points to South Africa. Kobus Reinach catching the Tongan defense asleep there. And gets the first try of this game for the Springboks. Quick thinking and a really good try there from Kobus Reinach. Came in pace and did really well. Moerse Bokpa sê daai was die laaste 3 punte van Tonga. Nou gaan jy op jou hel kry. Right, so Kobus Reinach with a quick tap and over he went for the first try for the Springboks, catching all of the Tongans asleep there. And now Andre Pollard with the first kick at goal. It's about 5 meters out from the near side of the field. So a good way to start the kicking for Andre Pollard, a difficult kick. Let's see what he does with this one. This is why he's been brought back, and it's a beautiful kick. And over it goes, 7 points to 3. It is to the Springboks. And yeah, that is why Andre Pollard is in the side to do this kicking. and he slots it over easily. And South Africa now into the lead by 7 points to 3. Well, it would have been embarrassing had he missed that first kick, because everybody has been going on about the goal kicking. So great from Pollard, great pressure, turning that into points. Jasper Visser with the restart take on the far side of the field, just inside the 22 of South Africa, about 10 meters out from the touchline. Kobus Reinach now waiting for it, goes to the box kick over the top. The chase now coming from Makazola Mapimpi. That's going to go into touch roundabout on the 10-meter line of the Springboks. So a good clearance kick there from Kobus Reinach. 6 minutes into this game. Boks lead by 7 points to 3. The throw in now coming from Tonga. As Nguma, who throws it in now. Pulu out to Peter Aki. Flat running here from the big men from Tonga. Almost up to the 10-meter line of the Springboks. Long cut-out pass now into the hands of the right winger Inisi. He gets the pass away to Paiawa, who makes a couple of meters. South African defense lacking a little bit. Bentama Fuyuna takes it up between the 22 and the 10 at the moment. Now Avili tries to go on his own, brought down quickly, about 5 meters outside of the 22 in the middle of the field. Paiawa again takes it in. Now waiting for it is the scrum of Augustine Pulu. Gets it back, and now the big run here from Fisioa. Between the 22 and the 10-meter line of South Africa. It's, what is this now? Play on, says the referee. Bit of a confusion there, and again taken up there by Paiawa. And now the ball taken away by South Africa, but kicked ahead. And a little knock on there, says the referee from Makazola Mapimpi. So 7.5 minutes gone. And South Africa lead by 7 points to 3. Good tackle from Andre Pollard there on the number 7, Talatui. But yeah, we've had almost 8 minutes in this game. And South Africa now having to defend a little bit. Big men this one. And it's going to be a scrum down to Tonga, about 5 meters out from the far side of the field, between the 22 and the 10 of the Springboks. Bruce Thompson says, so glad Pollard scored on his first attempt. So much pressure has been put on him. Absolutely. Right, so Augustine Pulu then to throw this one in for Tonga. 8.5 minutes gone in this game. 10 meters out from the far side of the field. Tonga now in position. They get it out, and here comes Inisi out to Peter Aki. Out to the back they go to Pietau. Now it's the left winger who makes a couple of meters almost up to the 22 there. To Vaku, making a couple of meters up to the 22. Penalty advantage to Tonga. It's carried up there by Lausi now, but they're going to come back for the penalty to Tonga. Round about 5 meters out from the near side of the field, 5 meters outside of the 22 of the box. And Avili is going to kick this to the corner, I think it is. Yeah, they're going to kick it to the corner. So they want to set up an attacking line out here for Tonga. They're definitely going to try and challenge the Springboks. Right, so Tonga looking really good on the attack, but a good tackle from Grant Williams there on the left winger. I'm struggling with this guy's name, Tuitavaki. But yeah, chance now for Tonga, 5 meters out from the try line. What can they do? Here comes a set play move. Tamatifuna takes that one up, 5 meters out from the try line. Now it's carried up by Lausi. Springboks defense will have to hold here. It's carried up there by Alafanua, the flanker of Tonga. They're moving towards the middle of the field now. Tonga with a pick up and go again, just 2 meters out from the try line. Augustine Pulu out Tamafuyuna. Oh, good defense there on him. Again, just a meter short of the try line. It's been turned over by the Springboks on the try line. Now, will this ball come out for South Africa? Kobus Reinach waiting for this one. And some really good defense from the box, but under pressure. And it's going to be a scrum down to Tonga, 5 meters out. Don't know why South Africa tried to run this out. Kobus Reinach had his hands on the ball, and for some reason, Ox tried to run it out and got held up over the try line. So pressure on the box here. 5 meters out from their own try line. Did so well to get that ball back again. So let's see what they're going to... Well, in fact, they came back for a penalty to Tonga anyway. So they are going to take the scrum. So either way, it's a chance for Tonga now. 5 meters out from the box try line. We've had 11 and a half minutes so far. Right, let's see whether South Africa will be able to stop this scrum from coming now. Scrum down to Tonga, 5 meters out from the try line in the middle of the field here. Augustine Pulu to feed this one in for Tonga. Right, scrum feed, and away we go now. Off the back they come, straight running there from Fekitoa. Just 4 meters out now, it's Lausi again, driven back in a tackle by Etzebeth and Visa. Now pick up and go from Fisioa. Fisioa trying to make a couple of meters there for Tonga. So they're trying to take South Africa on the big forwards, and I don't think that's going to work for them. They need to attack the back if they want to get some points. Augustine Pulu now back to Tamafiuna. 5 meters out from the try line. They're matching us up physically at the moment. So let's see Havili back to Peter Aki. Got tackled there by Cannon Moody and Grant Williams. Another penalty advantage to Tonga. South Africa needs to be careful now. Just 2 meters out from their own try line. And again now, Halafanua, Talatui taking it up for Tonga. Pulu again. South African defense are stretched now. A little cross kick, poor kick. Oh, Vali Leroux missed the kick. And nearly Inisi went over for the try there. But luckily for Vali, that ball went over the dead ball line. Well, that would have been something else. So another offside penalty against the Springboks here. And just a stoppage in play quickly as there's one of the Tongan players receiving some attention. It's the captain, Ben Tamafuyuna, the tight head prop. But how about that that take from Vili nearly missing the kick altogether, and nearly Fisioa went over for a try there. Oh, Vili, you should really not be making these mistakes. Right, anyway, it's another penalty to Tonga, but we have a stoppage in play due to an injury at the moment. South Africa lead by 7 points to 3. A try by Kobus Reinach, catching the Tongan defense asleep from a penalty. So 3 penalties now conceded by the Boks on their own 22. They need to be very, very careful now. Line out to come here. Oh, they're going to go upstairs to have a look at something here. I'm not sure what it is. So, well, no. Looked like they were going to go upstairs. But anyway, it's going to be a kick into touch now. Time is back on. And it's a line out to Tonga, 5 meters out from the try line. Right, the throw now going to come from Tonga. Let's see what they can do with this one. It's well taken. Again, Tamafiuna trying to carry that in, but into touch he goes. And South Africa's defended that really, really well. So South Africa with the throw into this line out. 5 meters out from their own try line. Tamafuna wasn't happy with the decision from the touch judge. He felt that the Springboks touched that ball. But either way, Dion Fourie with the throw in. 78% territory to Tonga at the moment. Yeben Etzebeth takes that one. Oh, he's knocked it down, straight down. So it's still Springbok ball, though. Jasper Visser carries it in. 5 meters out from their own try line is the Springboks at the moment. South Africa very lucky not to get called for a knock on there. Kobus Reinach with a kick downfield. And that will find touch run about 5 meters inside the 22 of South Africa. The territory stats are just climbing at the moment. Oh, the ball was slapped out of Etzebeth's hands. So that's why I thought he knocked it on. But it was slapped out of his hands from a Tongan player. Right. Let's see what Tonga can do from here. Peter Aki carries that up over the 22 in the middle of the field now. Fekitoa gets it out to Avili. Avili brought down by Andre Pollard, now carried up again by Favita. Right in the middle of the field on the 22 of South Africa. Now Lausi. He's carried back in the tackle by Dion Fourie. Good defense from the Springboks. Avili again. Now a long pass here. And a chance for Tonga now up to the 22 they go. But bundled into touch by Reinach and Etzebeth. And I think it will be a line out to Tonga again. I think it touched one of the Springboks hands. Yeah, so it will be a Tonga line out here. Right, so line out again now to Tonga, just on the 22-meter line of South Africa. And yeah, it looks like we're going to take another long break here because, yeah, Tonga is coming for us. Augustine Pulu, it's the pass out to Peter Aki, who carries that ball in. And now Lausi again, long, got a pass. Here's trouble for South Africa. Nisi into space. And now just 10 meters out from the try line is Tonga. They carry it up again there through Payawa. And now just 5 meters out from the try line is Tonga towards the middle of the field of South Africa. South Africa's been defending all the time, but here's a penalty against Tonga now. And a chance for South Africa to relieve some pressure. Oh, Boers, oh. Right, so a penalty then to South Africa, but there's a stoppage in play again now. The referee just discussing it there with Tonga. I think there was some foul play there at the breakdown, which led to the penalty to South Africa. So the kick downfield from Andre Pollard then is going to find touch 5 meters inside the half of South Africa. But Willie Leroux again caught out there trying to go for the intercept, but managing to get a ankle tap in the end there. So he made up for it there. Right, the throw now coming from Dion Fourie, taken by Dwayne Vermeulen now. South Africa sets up a driving maul about 5 meters out from the touchline on the far side of the field now. It's waiting for that ball. Kobus Reinach now. South Africa going a bit backwards at the moment now. It's taken by Andre Esterhuizen. Barges his way up to almost between the 22 and the 10 and the halfway line. Andre Pollard going to the air now. The chase coming from South Africa, but it's well taken there by Tonga now as they set it up between the halfway and the 10 inside their own half. But South Africa has managed to steal this ball. Now Marvin Nuri gets it out to Willie Leroux, out to Dwayne Vermeulen. He's going to get support now coming. Kobus Reinach back. It comes to Oxner here now between the 10 and the 22 of Tonga. Penalty advantage, Pollard. Gets the pass out to Vincent Koch. Did he knock that ball out? Get it. Moody is away for the try. The bounce off Vincent Koch. And Cannon Moody goes over for a second try. Was it touched by the shoulder or by the head of Vincent Koch there? Cannon Moody, credit for playing on, gets the try for the Boks. Very similar to the one that England scored against Japan not so long ago. So Andre Pollard with a flat pass to Vincent Koch touched his shoulder or his head, I think. And in the loose ball, Cannon Moody picked it up and ran straight through for the try there to the Springboks. So pressure averted there from the Boks, turning an 80-point territorial advantage from Tonga into a 7-pointer for the Boks. That is incredible. 14 points to 3. So South Africa doing the goods there. Cannon Moody into space and gets the try for the Boks. Great stuff from the Boks here. And 14 points to 3, South Africa lead after 20 minutes of play in this game. The Boks were standing some incredible attacking effort from Tonga to get this try. And a restart taken by Marvin Nuri just outside the 22 now, 5 meters from the far side of the field. Kobus Reinach now waiting for it. Looks like he's going to go with a box kick over the top. 20 minutes is gone, so let's go to Afrikaans nou. En hy skop deur Kobus Reinach, is hy teruggeneem, ja, sê die skynsregter. So ons gaan al die pad terug daar na die 22 van Suid-Afrika aan die oorkant van die veld. 'n Lyn staan vir Tonga. So ja, tussen die 22 en die 10 meter lyn van Suid-Afrika aan die oorkant van die veld. 'n Geleentheid nou weer eens vir Tonga. Bruce Thompson sê goeie kans dat die bonuspunt in die eerste helfte gaan kom. Moersebok pas het Pollard lyk baie verroes, maar ons sal dit vat. Lyn staan wat gewen word daar deur Tonga, maar dis baie scrappy. Kry die bal daar op die 10 meter stippellyn van die Springbokke in die middel van die veld. Ben Tamafiyuna wat die bal opdra, goeie verdediging daar deur Andre Pollard en Jasper Wiese. Kry Augustine Pulu kry hom uit, Fekkie Toua word grond toe gebring daar deur Kolisi en Marvin Nuri op die 10 meter lyn. Pulu, David Avili wat weer eens skop, opgepik daar deur Willie Leroux, kry die bal uit na Makazole Mapimpi, net buitekant die 22 van Suid-Afrika. Hy word daar in die lug opgehou. Goeie verdediging deur Tonga, die bal wat grond toe gaan. Kobus Reinach wat wag vir hom in die middel van die veld, so net buitekant die 10 meter stippellyn van die Springbokke. Vincent Koch wat hy bal gaan opdra vir die Bokke nou. Bal wat weer terugkom daar na Andre Pollard toe. Hy gaan hom hoog in die lug insit. Word gejaag daar deur Grant Williams. Ingeneem deur Avili. Hy hardloop vas teen Pieter Aki. Gaan na strafskop kom vir Suid-Afrika. Obstruksie daar deur Tonga. Maar ek dink dit gaan dalk net 'n skram wees. 14 punte teenoor 3 die Bokke wat voorloop. Hierna so 23 minute se speeltyd wat verstreke is. Suid-Afrika wat moet verdedig vandag, die groot Tongane wat fisies Suid-Afrika probeer plat hardloop op die oomblik, maar dit nie reg kry op die oomblik nie. Net so klein bietjie obstruksie daar van Pieter Aki en dinge wat nou so bietjie skeefloop hier vir Tonga. Na 'n goeie aanval vir daai eerste 20 minute, maar is Suid-Afrika wat ja, hulle 39% possession het Suid-Afrika teenoor die 61 van Tonga en dan die gebiedsvoordeel lyk min of meer dieselfde daar vir Tonga. So Suid-Afrika doen baie goed op die oomblik. Right, tyd wat af was, maar ek was so 'n bietjie agter. So 23 minute is 'n speeltyd wat verstreke is in hierdie wedstryd. Suid-Afrika wat die skram gaan hê hierso. So op die 10 meter stippellyn van Tonga aan die regterkant van die veld. Right, Kobus Reinach wat hierdie bal gaan ingooi. Sousie is op die bench vandag, Kasim. Right, hier kom die bal uit André Pollard uit daarna Grant Williams. Grant Williams, sy hardloop hom vas hier op die 10 meter stippellyn van Tonga in die middel van die veld. Bal wat moet uitkom, Kobus Reinagh na Jasper Wiese toe. Hy gaan grond toe hier op die 10 meter stippellyn. Suid-Afrika wat na die oorkant van die veld 'n klein steekskoppie daardeur Pollard amper opgepik deur Cannon Moody, maar is nou Tonga wat die bal het en hulle gooi die bal woes weg. Daar binnekant hulle hier 22 Eben Etzebeth wat daar so in verdediging is. Tonga wat hom hardloop so tot op die 22 van hulle eie gebied. Augustine Pulu wat die bal terugkry daar en die bal wat veld af geskop word so byna na die 10 meter stippellyn van Tonga. Hier aan die paviljoen kan daar waar hulle uithardloop. Ek weet nou nog nie wat ek weet die oorkant van die veld. Wat is dit in Afrikaans hier waar die paviljoen waar hulle uithardloop by die tonnel? Wat noem jy daai kant van die veld? Kom mense, help my 'n bietjie uit. Right, Dion Fourie wat die bal gaan ingooi. En is Marvin Orie wat hom invat hier op die 10 meter stippellyn. So 15 meter van die kantlyn af. Kobus Reinagh wat die bal uitkry daarna Andre Esterhuizen. Hy hardloop hom vas daar in die verdediging. Net so buite kan die 22, maar hier kom 'n strafskop vir Suid-Afrika. Strafskop André Pollard wat hom kantlyn toe gaan skop en hy sit vir hom uit so is dit 5 meter, 7 meter uit van die doellyn van Tonga af. En 'n geleentheid vir die Bokke nou. Kasim sê ek sê dit weer, Tonga gaan moeg en dis jointed raak. Ja, aan die diskant van die veld. Dankie Chris. So aan die diskant van die veld. Hier sal Suid-Afrika wat die bal ingooi, Marvin Orie wat hom vat en word vorentoe gedryf daar deur Suid-Afrika met 'n rolmaal beweging. Dion Fourie wat die bal het, maar die losmaal beweging wat nie regtig verder vorentoe gaan nie. Nou begin hy vorentoe beer. Suid-Afrika wat nou so 'n bietjie momentum kry, maar gaan ons dit kan oordryf hierso. Ons is so 'n meter van die doellyn af. Die losgemaal wat grond toe gaan en Tonga wat die skram gaan wen, die bal wat nie gaan uitkom nie. En ja, dit is wat dit is. So Tonga wat daai skram gaan wen, Suid-Afrika wat net nie daar kan kom nie. En 'n geleentheid nou vir Tonga om uit hulle eie doelgebied uit te kom. Die rolmaalbeweging van Suid-Afrika wat goed gelyk het tot op 'n stadium, maar hulle het net te lank vasgehou aan daai bal. Kobus Reinagh moes hom dalk net 'n bietjie vroeër uitgehaal het en die agterlyn gestuur het. Jolien Solomon sê Tonga nou net die bus ry baie vinnig en hy raak gou vol. Jolie Frederik sê gou Bokke, ons glo in julle. En dan Hendrik sê hulle hou van daai fout maak. Ja, is nou al 'n paar keer waar die Bokke die fout maak wat hulle die bal verloor op die doellyn van die ander span omdat die losgemaal grond toe gaan. 27 minute bestreke in hierdie wedstryd. Suid-Afrika het voorloop 14 punte teenoor 3. Augustine Pulu wat wag vir hom, kry my daarna Willie toe en hy skil hom daar van die voet af. So 10 meter buitekant die doellyn of net van die doellyn af van Tonga. Suid-Afrika hier aan die diskant van die veld wat nou weer eens 'n geleentheid kry om die bal in te gooi en weer 'n losmaal beweging te begin. Kasim sê Guru is die naam, miskien die twee kloof tonnel se kant kan wees Kasim. Right, hier kom hy ingooi weer eens ingeneem daar deur Marvin Orie. Suid-Afrika wat 'n strafskop voordeel kry hier van hierdie losmaal beweging. Die keer kom hy vinnig uit daarna Andre Esterhuizen en André Pollard. Hy vat die verdediging aan. Word grond toe gebring deur Pieter Kie 5 meter van die doellyn af. Nou is dit Willie Leroux. Uit daarna Makazole Mapimpi wat binnekant toe sny. Kobus Reinagh wat weer die bal uitkry. Verder gedryf daar deur Jasper Wiese. So amper in die middel van die veld nou Vincent Kok. Hy dryf vorentoe. Steeds 5 meter van die doellyn af. Kobus Reinagh na Oxnard. Was daar 'n klein aanslaantjie? Ja, daar was. En die skeieregter wat hulle terugbring vir die strafskop. van die losbalbeweging af. Jan Miller sê is hoofpaviljoenkant van die veld. Dankie Jan. Maar my prinses sê, "Guru, jy is die beste om na te luister, sit in die Kreerwiltuin." Dankie my. Right, hulle gaan die tyd stop daarso. Ons gaan nou 'n bietjie kyk vir vuil spel. Kom ons kyk waarna gaan die skynsregter kyk hierso. Die tackle op Makazole Mapimpi daarso. Ja, dis 'n kop teen kop daai. Dit moet 'n rooi kaart wees volgens die reëls van die wedstryd op die oomblik. Sien ek nie veel van 'n ander keuse daar vir die skynsregter nie. As jy kyk na die reëls van die wedstryd, hy was nie reg geposisioneer vir daai tackle nie en ja, hy sal moet die prys betaal ongelukkig Tonga daarso. Kom ons kyk wat sê die skynsregter. Kop teen kop daarso. Dit is gevaarlik en dit is 'n rooi kaart werd dink ek op die stadium. Dink hy gaan hom 'n geel kaart gee. Ja, kom ons kyk. Nee, niks gaan gebeur daar nie. Kan jy dit glo? Ja, net 'n strafskop. Ek is een wat saamstem met die besluit. Maar ja, volgens die reëls wat ons ken op die stadium dink ek ten minste 'n geel kaart werd daarso, maar ja, niks kom daarvan af nie. Dis net 'n strafskop teen Tonga. En Andre Pollard wat hom weer hoekie toe sit, maar Pimpi wat die veld gaan verlaat en Kriel wat op die veld gaan kom. Ek is nie seker wat dit is nie, maar dit kan dalk 'n vroeë plaasvervanger wees daarso vir Suid-Afrika. Dion Fourie met die ingooi, vind verdwyn Vermeulen na, kan Suid-Afrika nou vorentoe dryf. Dion Fourie wat die bal daar het, nog 'n strafskop wat kom vir Suid-Afrika, as hulle vorentoe beer met daai ene, en hier gat Dion Fourie, maar hy word in die lug opgehou, bal wat grond toe gaan, nou Kobus Reina wat wag vir hom, bal kom hy daar na Andre Esterhuizen toe, en hy slaan vir hom aan, en die Bokke wat weer eens gaan moet terugkom, vir nog 'n strafskop. En ja, vandag weer geneem deur Kobus Reina, maar die keer sê die skynsregter, ons gaan nie weer vinnig gaan nie. Hy was al besig om met die kaptein te praat daar van Tonga. Right, so ek is bly aan die een kant dat daar nie 'n rooi kaart gekom het van daardie tackle af nie. Ek is hou daarvan om 15 teen 15 te hê, maar regtig as jy na die reëls van die game gaan kyk en hoe streng hulle op die oomblik is ek baie verbaas dat daar niks gekom het daarvan nie. Dit gaan nou weer vir TAS Analytics 'n goeie geleentheid gee om nog 'n video te maak daarvan. Gaan kyk gerus na sy video's, hy doen 'n baie goeie job daar met die analise van die wedstryd. Right, kom ons kyk of die Bokke nog 'n driekie kan druk. Dion Fourie wat die bal gaan ingooi hier in die lyn staan 5 meter van die doellyn af. Hier aan die hoofpaviljoenkant van die veld. En die bal wat ingegooi word daar geneem deur Marvin Nori. Bokke wat die keer weer 'n rolmaalbeweging. Dis so asof die Bokke dit nie aan die gang kan kry hier op die oomblik nie. Bal wat sal moet uitkom nou, een of ander tyd. Dion Fourie wat tog nog vorentoe dryf. En die Bokke wat vorentoe beer, hier kom het, daar's die 3 vir Dion Fourie. En hy druk sy 3. Is 19 punte teenoor 3. Die Bokke wat Tonga stadig maar seker 'n bietjie sag maak op die oomblik. Nugat Pretoria sê Springboks kort 3, nie penalties nie. Maar die 3 wat gedruk word daar deur Dion Fourie, sy tweede 3 vir die Wêreldbeker. En ja, Suid-Afrika wat baie goed lyk op die oomblik nou na al daai verdedigende druk wat hulle op hulle gehad het van Tonga af, begin die soustreintjie nou oopmaak. En 19 punte teenoor 3 met 8 minute se speeltyd oor. hier in die eerste helfte. Lyk baie goed vir die Bokke op die oomblik. 8 minute se speeltyd oor in hierdie eerste helfte. Nog 'n moeilike skop wat kom vir André Pollard. Ek wil graag sien hoe hy skop vandag. Hy het nog sover baie goed geskop. Kom ons kyk of hy die ene ook deur die middel kan stuur. Soul of the Machine sê groete uit die Kaap. Dankie is. En is nog 'n fantastiese skop daar deur André Pollard. Sit die Bokke 21-3 voor hierso met so 7,5 minute se speeltyd wat oor is hier in die eerste helfte. Marnus sê ek sit in Amerika in 'n trekker en luister na jou. Lekker om Afrikaans te hoor. Dankie Marnus. Bruce Thompson sê still on schedule for the bonus point this half. Ja, kyk, ek het mos gesê so 28-0 op die 28 punte op die meeste en dan 10 op die minste, maar sover lyk dit of ons na daai 28 punte toe gaan. Die afskop wat geneem word daar deur Suid-Afrika binnekant hulle 22, so 15 meter van die oorkant van die veld. Kobus Reinagh wat gaan met 'n skoppie oor die kop daarso, bal wat gejaag word, bal wat gaan bons daarso, Pieter Akie wat die bal terugklap in die hande van David Avili op die halflyn. Hy gooi 'n lospas en oor die kantlyn gaan dit gaan. Lyn staan vir Suid-Afrika so 5 meter binnekant Tonga se gebied. Of is daar strafskop vir Tonga? Ek is nie seker nie. Kom ons kyk net gou-gou. My meneer sê head on head has become a moerse pain in my gut lately. Ja, absolutely my meneer. So nee, ons gaan terug daarso vir 'n aanslaan van die Bokke af, sê die skynsregter so op die 10 meter stippellyn van die Bokke aan die oorkant van die veld. Tonga wat hierdie bal gaan ingooi, so 6 minute se speeltyd oor. Quentin sê dankie Guru, ek ry tematies in Amerika, luister lekker. Geen probleemie Quentin, dankie vir jou hoë ondersteuning ook. Karl van Jansen van Rens sê dankie, luister hier van Portugal af. En ja, laat my weet waarvan julle ook nog kyk. Ons sal so deur die comments gaan een of ander tyd mense. En maar Gerard Venter sê spyk skopwerk groot verbetering. En Heinrich sê ja nee, Polly is een van die beste. Frans van Bemmel sê van die Denemarke af, wat hy kyk van Foshville sê entertain Soros. So Pulu wat hierdie bal gaan ingooi nou. Met 5 minute se speeltyd oor, so 5 meter aan die oorkant van die veld, so op die 10 meter stippellyn van die Springbokke nou, is dit Pulu wat hierdie bal gaan ingooi. Goeie skram daar deur die Bokke, maar die bal wat deur Tonga gewen word, Pieter Akie uit daar na Fekitoa, terug na Augustine Pulu toe. Pieter Akie wat die bal op die halflyn, hulle speel agtertoe op die oomblik, die bal wat deur die Bokke gewen word, en nee, dan gaan 'n strafskop wees. Willie Leroux wat die bal gekry het, die eerste keer teruggeklap het, toe weer in 'n ander Springbok se hand, en toe klap hy hom ook vorentoe en in die hande van Willie weer. So 'n strafskop vir hom kan daar teen Willie ongelukkig. Natalie Heines sê baie dankie Guru. Harry Nieuwenhuis sê dankie luister in Auckland, Nieu-Seeland. Michael Asher sê Skotland en dan Arien sê listening in Angola. So 4 minute se speeltyd oor in hierdie eerste helfte. Tonga wat die kantlyn opsoek hier aan die hoofpaviljoen kant van die veld, so 5 meter van die doellyn af van die Springbokke nou. Frikkie en Marianne van Melkbosstrand, dankie Guru. Ek sê as ek mis, sorry julle, kom so vinnig in. Marius Venter sê luister hier in Nederland. Kom ons kyk wat maak Tonga hier van die 5 meter lyn van die Bokke af. Hulle kry daai lyn staan, sit hulle eie rolmaal beweging, maar hy gaan grond toe. Amper onmiddellik nou, en Augustine Pulu wat vinnig draai daar in 'n gapentjie ingaan, maar hy kom nêrens nie. Tonga wat nou so 2 meter van die doellyn af na die middel van die veld. Kom ons kyk wat kan hulle doen van hier af. Kry hom uit, weer 'n dryf daar so deur die voorspelers. Kan net nie oorkom nie, die Bokke se verdediging wat so goed is op die oomblik. Visioa wat wag vir die bal daarso. Kom ons kyk, gaan hulle iets kan doen met hierdie bal. 3 minute se speeltyd. Hoor, hulle is oor die doellyn. Nee, nog nie. Weer eens opgehou daar deur die bokke. Fantastiese verdediging. Nou Tamafuna en Kobus Reinagh wat hom ongelukkig nie kan stop nie. En Tonga is oor vir 'n 3 van hulle hierso. Net so 2,5 minute voor halftyd is dit Tonga wat oor die veld gaan. Kasim David sê, hy kyk daar uit Strandfontein, Poppie uit Kaapstad, Zain de Kok van Benoni, en Skaller van KZN, Jan Miller van die Rode Poort, en dan Samuel van Mitchells Plain, en Heinrich van Mossel Bay, Amazintoti sê Skyler. Raad Tonga wat 'n 3 gaan druk het van hulle, die kaptein van Tonga, die vaskopstuk, Ben Tamafuna, wat oorduik daar vir 'n 3. En met 2 minute se speeltyd oor hier in hierdie eerste helfte, Tonga wat nie wil opgee nie. Harry Niebenhuy sê, luister hier in Nieu-Seeland, dankie. Enkwa sê van Lyneville en Lies van Windhoek, Chris van Swakoppunt, Namibië. John sê, Naan sê uit Mossel Bay, Montague sê Sean. So Raymond van Namibië in die Windhoek, Jean-Ray van Brazil, Eiser Fontein in die Weskus, sê Chrisel. En dan Milnerton in die Kaap sê Paul Roy, Billy in die Kaap, Kempton Park, daai skop wat regs verby gaan van Tonga, so met so 'n minuut se speeltyd oor hier in die eerste helfte, is dit Tonga wat nou terugslaan met 'n 3 van hulle eie. Pieter van der Bank sê van Groblersdal af, Wayne Johnson sê Wakkerstroom, Johannes Jacobus Joubert van Brits, afskop wat geneem word daar deur Tonga net buitekant hulle 22, so aan die hoofpaviljoen kant van die veld, 10 meter van die kantlyn af. Augustine Pulu daarna Bentamafuna af, is nog steeds binnekant hulle 22, is Tonga nou, lyk asof hulle die klok wil afspeel hierso in die eerste helfte. Augustine Pulu wat wag, hy gaan hom skop, en hy vind die kantlyn so, tussen die 10 en die 22 meter lyn hier aan die hoofpaviljoen kant van die veld. Kan Suid-Afrika nou gou hier voor halftyd, net gou vinnig nog 'n 3tjie gaan druk. Desiree Moses 6 van Atlantis, Zeevlei in die Kaapstad 6 Lindy, Hannes van Rustenburg, en luister hier van Nigel 6 Quinton, uit Vincent Kok na Kobus Reinagh na Andre Esterhuizen wat vorentoe beer, hy gaan nog steeds oor die 22 meter lyn in die middel van die veld. Nou kom hy terug, Andre Pollard, aangee daar na Jesse Creel toe, so 15 meter van die doellyn af, Andre Pollard wat weer aanval daar so, 10 meter van die doellyn af, vir Suid-Afrika, Jasper Wiese, wat vorentoe beer. Kan Suid-Afrika daai bal kry, bal kom terug, Kobus Reinagh na Vincent Kok toe, in die middel van die veld, so 7 meter van die doellyn af, Andre Esterhuizen wat weer eens ingaan, Tonga wat baie goed verdedig op die oomblik, nou Reinagh wat draai op sy eie gaan, kry die aangee daarna Dion Fourie toe, word grond toe gebring, so 10 meter van die doellyn af nou, Suid-Afrika wag Dwayne Vermeulen wat hom invat, Suid-Afrika nog steeds Vincent Kok in die middel van die veld, so 10 meter van die doellyn af nou, weer vorentoe gebeur daar deur Andre Esterhuizen, so 5 meter van die doellyn af in die middel van die veld, nou beweeg hulle daar na die oorkant van die veld, Eben Etzebeth, hy word grond toe gebring, so 5 meter van die doellyn af, nou Oxner Shea, hy is 4 meter van die doellyn af gestuit, Reinagh wat weer eens wag, kry die bal uit daarna Jesse Creel toe, dit word intercept daar deur Petal, en Tonga wat nou die bal het, word gelukkig grond toe gebring, so 10 meter van hulle doellyn af, aan die oorkant van die veld, maar hulle gaan die bal uitskop, en dit gaan halftyd wees, 21 punte teenoor 8 hierso, en ongelukkig vir die bokke daar so, kan net nie daai druk omskep in punte nie, en hier op halftyd 21 punte teenoor 8 vir die Springbokke. Ons gaan gou 'n vinnige breekie vat, maar wanneer ons terugkom, dan gaan ons die tweede helfte van hierdie wedstryd doen, so moet asseblief nêrens heen gaan die mense.
want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with a cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. They for their disease. Just like a weed, spread into the streets. Time to make them bleed. 'Cause we just want retribution. Let's go light up the darkness. Make true of an empty promise. With God in the weak and harmless. Take to the streets and turn them to a mosh pit. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. They for their disease. Just like a weed, spread into the streets. Time to make them bleed. 'Cause we want retribution. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with a cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. They for their disease. Just like a weed, spread into the streets. Time to make them bleed. 'Cause we just want retribution. Let's go light up the darkness. Make true of an empty promise. With God in the weak and harmless. Take to the streets and turn them to a mosh pit. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down, they wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt, they're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. They don't wanna see me care. Anytime I make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared I walk a straight.
Right, guys, we are back from half time. It's 21 points to 8 there at the moment to the Springboks, and yeah, it's been an intriguing first half. Tonga is coming at full force, playing some really good rugby. I'm a bit that surprised at the way that they're playing at the moment, doing some really great work from their side as well, taking on the box physically and doing really well. But the Springboks have scored when it mattered, and they got 3 tries. We need another one for the bonus point, and we're basically in the quarterfinals. So definitely happy with how things have proceeded so far. And yeah, it's great. We are going to go through a couple of comments that's come in here. There's a hell lot of them, so I'll probably not go through all of them, but I'll go through a few of them just to get us going here in the second half. So Nixem says she's from well, he or she from Manzanares, El Real Madrid in Spain. And Harry says from Rood in New Zealand, or Lisa from New Zealand. Luister from Nigel, says Quinton. Greg Koekemoer says Rusland Guru word nou lekker koud. Michelle, it feels like the morning right now. En dan die Boesman sê alles Willie se skuld, hy wil nie meer nie. Reino van die Kerk van Suid-Afrika. Leonie Nel says Johan, Leonie en Reinhard luister vanuit Frankryk. Great kom Afrikaans te hoor. Ons gaan weer tweede helft, die laaste 20 minute van die tweede helfte in Afrikaans doen. Makrita says Joe Neal from Saturn in the Western Cape. Pieter Klaasen, Pieter van Benoni, se bokke gaan gatskop, sê hy. Eddie sê ons span is in topformaat. Eddie van PE. Tony Elston from Sedgefield. Antoinette van Oudtshoorn, Guru. Also, kom ons kyk of daar nog mense is, of ons kan sien, Saviro sê, hy kyk van Lady Smith af, en Stefan van der Spices bring vir Libbok terug. Nee, nie op die oomlikkie, sal ek sê, Stefan. Dink Pollard doen baie goed op die oomlik. Marianne Fortune says from Mitchells Plain, Woodlands. Kom ons kyk of daar nog mense is, iewers, kan nie oral lees nie, maar Louise Versace says all the best from Cape Town. Yeah, so I think we're going to leave it at that for now. Jessica Taylor says from George. So let's quickly go and have a look at how the Springboks have fared in this first half. So Willie Leroux has been a bit of a mixed bag at the moment, doing some really good works at bits and parts, but also a little bit disappointing in certain areas where he's rushed up in defense, caused a bit of space on the outside for Tonga. At least he's catching the balls today. So, yeah, it's a mixed bag for Willie. Then Grant Williams, we haven't seen too much of him in that first half. Cannon Moody and Andre Esterhuizen doing well in the midfield. Cannon Moody getting a try from an opportunistic shoulder pass from Vincent Koch. And then Andre Esterhuizen always bashing his way up, making meters for the Springboks at the moment. Makazole Mapimpi looked good while he was on the field. He got replaced by Jesse Creel. So I'm assuming that Cannon Moody has now switched over to the right wing, or to the left wing, sorry. And Jesse Creel now in that center position. And the big plus here for us at the moment is Andre Pollard is back. His goal kicking is on target at the moment. And yeah, the little possession that we've had, he's had decent deliveries. So everything going well for Andre at the moment. And I think if we do replace him now at halftime, it wouldn't be a train smash. He's definitely shown his quality in that first half. And Kobus Reinach, so far, very quick at the breakdown and making some really good decisions for the Springboks in this first half. Forwards-wise, Jasper Vissa has been extraordinary, carrying that ball up, defending for dear life, along with Dwayne Vermeulen and Sia Kulisi. We haven't had too much ball to speak of, but defensively they've been solid in that first half. Marvin Uri and Eben Etzebeth valiant in their efforts, while Vincent Koch and Oxnard doing well. But it's Dion Fourie who's impressed me the most so far. He's carrying that ball up brilliantly. His lineouts are smooth and crisp, and he's just playing his heart out for the Springboks at the moment. He's a try scorer as well for the Springboks in that first half. So looking forward to see what the second half will bring with the likes of Marco van Staden still to come, Steven Kitshoff, Trevor Nyakane, Franco Mostert and Quagga Smith, along with Jaden Hendrickse and Manny Libbok still to come for the Boks. So an interesting second half awaits us here. We go and have a look at the Tongans side at the moment. We haven't seen much from Pietau. We've seen a good run from Inisi, Fekitoa and Peter Aki stepping up in the play today, doing some really good work on the defense, really causing some sort of problem for South Africa each time they get the ball. And guys like William Avili and Augustine Pulu has been solid as well. And in the forwards have been really, really impressive so far. Baiua, the number 8, and Talatui, along with Alafanua, has been solid in that loose trio. Sam Lausi and Vavita has been strong. And then the standout player for me so far in his first half is Ben Tamafuna, the captain and the tight prop of Tonga, who's also scored a try for them. So it's not as if Tonga isn't playing today. They're playing really well. But you can see South Africa are just doing the work at the moment and really getting the points when they need to get the points going for them. There will always be a debate whether to play Libbok or Pollard. Nixon says, loving Pollard. My heart sings with every conversion. First time this World Cup. Stefan says, we need Libbok to get the backline firing. And yeah, it is what it is. Emma says, die scorebord praat, skoppe oor en duidelike verskil van laasweek. Moosebok Pass says, when Pollard play, the wingers don't get any ball. Get him off now behind a winning back. He's slow. I tend to disagree with all the messages coming in regarding Pollard at the moment. I think he's been brilliant, and we just need to back him. I mean, it's not spectacular rugby that wins you World Cups. At the end of the day, it's those close games where you're going to need a guy like Andre Pollard. I say, if we really need him, then put him on the center and play him from there. But yeah, it's going to be difficult to justify having Manny Libbok in the starting berth ahead of him if he can't do the goal kicking. So we got the second half underway now, and it's kick-off from the box, taken by Avili. Augustine Pulu kicks, and it's charged down by the Springboks. An early pressure now on Tonga, but they've got a bit of an overlap here as the kick downfield from Anisi will go into touch beautifully on the 10-meter line of South Africa on the near side of the field. Right. Let's see what South Africa can do from here on the 10-meter line inside their own half on the near side of the field. Christian says, rugby guru, weer eens baie dankie vir die uitstekende uitsaai van rugby oorspronklik van die strand, maar baie groete. Right, here comes South Africa now with the driving maul from their own 10-meter line. Let's see what they can do. Dion Fourie carries this on for South Africa. The driving maul has been a bit of a disappointment, a bit of a letdown so far. Kobus Reinach is waiting for this ball. Have Tonga managed to disrupt this from their point of view? The ball spills out the back, but well taken by Jasper Visa, just to over the 10, 5 meters out from the near side of the field. Vincent Kok carries it up just over the 10-meter line for South Africa. Kobus Reinach going with a box kick over the top now. Chase coming from Cannon Moody. Oh, has the ball been ripped there by him? Ball's been knocked backwards by Tonga just outside their own 22, but they've managed to secure possession now. Here's Tonga and Augustine Pulu now going to feed it to the forwards here. So Paoa took it up. He got manhandled, and good tackle from Kolisi there. Doing the hard work now is the Tongans now on the run, and it's Anisi who gets the kick away, but directly into touch, and it will be a line out to the box, 5 meters inside their own half on the near side of the field. I tell you what, this Tongan side has really come in and played some really good rugby in this first half, so don't let the scoreboard fool you. Tonga has been really good in this game. Right, the throw in from Dion Fourie, taken by Marvin Nuri now. And South Africa set up another driving maul now off the back. Dion Fourie, he's going to get the pass away to Andre Esterhuizen. Sets it up almost on the 10-meter line of Tonga now. Kobus Reinach gets the pass away to Jesse Krill. Just over the 10, they go in the middle of the field. Reinach, Vincent Kok again. Tonga defending like Trojan horses at the moment. Kobus Reinach again, back to Willie Leroux. Willie Leroux looking for a bit of space. Goes with a long pass over the top to Grant Williams. He cuts back on the inside. Beautifully done up to the 22-meter line on the far side of the field. Now it's Oxner Shear. Tries this way forward. Over the 22 they go. Kobus Reinach again. Andre Pollard. Flat pass to Vincent Kok. Good defense again from Tonga. Now knocked on by Tonga. I think it is. No. Referee says play on here. Jesse Krill now at scrum off for the box. Vincent Kok again. About 15 meters out in the middle of the field now. Marvin Nuri sets it up again for the Springboks. Kobus Reinach. Back it comes again. Dion Fourie drives forward. Supported by Etzebeth now 10 meters out from the try line. Jasper Visa. Moving towards the near side of the field now. It's Andre Esterhuizen. And he gets bundled into touch about 10 meters out from the try line. Good defense from Tonga. Really, really surprised by the way these guys have been defending today. 4 minutes into the second half. Yeah, South Africa just unable to get over the try line at the moment. Some really good defense from Tonga, keeping them out at the moment. Andre Esterhuizen double tackled there. Actually, 3 defenders having to take him into touch there. So changes now coming up for the Springboks here. Let's see who they are going to replace now. So, not sure who's come on to the... It's Trevor Nyakane who comes onto the field, as well as Stephen Kitsoff for the Springboks. So, Kitsoff on and Trevor Nyakane. Can the Springboks secure that bonus point quickly? So Oxner Shear is going to go for an HIA. So Stephen Kitsoff might just be on for a short period of time. Time's back on now again. And it's Tonga now with a throw in here. Defensive line out for them. And it's stolen by the Springboks now as it's Dion Fourie who cuts away with that ball about 10 meters out from the try line. Eben Etzebeth now with the drive. Can South Africa get over? It's Jasper Visser now, 5 meters out from the try line, right in the middle of the field, but a knock on from Reinach. And it's going to be a scrum down to Tonga, 5 meters out from their own try line, right in the middle of the field. I think it's Jasper Visser who knocked that on. 5 handling errors from South Africa, nothing from Tonga, which is very surprising at the moment. Yeah, just a little knock from Jasper Visser. Sorry to Kobus. It's not Kobus who knocked that. It was Jasper Visser. So 5 minutes gone in the second half. And South Africa needs that bonus point. Scrum down to Tonga, right in the middle of the field, about 5 meters out from their own try line. So Augustine Pulu will feed this one in for Tonga. Need a big scrum from South Africa. Said we will dominate them up physically, up front, and line out time. But so far, these guys have been brilliant. And Kobus Reinach caught offside there. Penalty to Tonga. Just a little bit too eager to get that one. And now a chance for Havili to clear this ball from his own try line. 6 minutes gone in the second half. And South Africa will be kicking themselves. Mistakes after mistakes now, creeping in from the box. Auntie Bruce says, please speak Afrikaans again. I was enjoying that. So we will be doing Afrikaans in the last 20 minutes of the game. First 20 will be English, then Afrikaans again. So 21 points to 8 now. Line out here to Tonga on a 10-meter line inside their own half on the far side of the field. Line out taken there by Tonga Pulu again. Out it goes to Peter Aki. Long cut out pass to Unisi, who's going to put that on the boot. Kicks it downfield. And back for it now is Grant Williams. Inside his own 22. He's going to have a run here. Here's Grant Williams. Almost under pressure. Gets it up to Willie Leroux now. Just inside the 22 of South Africa. On the near side of the field. Kobus Reinach gets it out to Kitshoff. Kitshoff sets it up again for South Africa. And waiting for this one now. Reinach going with a box kick over the top. The chase coming from Cannon Moody. But it's well taken there by Tonga. On the halfway line. But a penalty coming the way of South Africa. Players diving off their feet. Coming in from the side as well. So a penalty to South Africa. 7.5 minutes gone in the second half here. Saya says we have 5 knock-ons because Tonga does not have the ball to knock. Well, let me tell you that Tonga has had possession and territory in that first half. So you're wrong on that one. Greg says we will be getting at least another 2 tries for sure. So Dion Fourie then with a throw in from just inside the 22 here on the near side of the field. South Africa with a throw in finds Marvin Uri, Trevor Nyakane, Kobus Reinach out to Andre Pollard back on the inside to Grant Williams. Or it was Cannon Moody who came in there. But the move well read by Tonga. Now Kitshoff again. 15 meters up from the try line. South Africa now. Jasper Visser nearly through. Gets the pass away to Trevor Nyakane. Now just 5 meters from the try line on the far side of the field. About 10 meters up from the touchline. Kobus Reinach working that short side. It's Jasper Visser again, just 2 meters out from the try line. Dion Fourie. Out it comes again for South Africa. 2 meters out. Kobus Reinach. Now it's Jesse Kriel. And Jesse Kriel gets the try for the box. That's the bonus point. And 26 points to 8 it is. There's the 4th try and a bonus point to South Africa. 26 points to 8 it is. And South Africa now into a good lead as well and securing their spot in the quarterfinals of the Rugby World Cup. Kwagga Smith now also coming onto the field here for South Africa. And now, bonus points secured. Can South Africa now build on this and get a good innings in? Jesse Krill dots over for the try. Right, so Andre Pollard with another difficult conversion kick coming from the right-hand side of the field, 5 meters out from the touchline. Oh, not 5 meters, sorry. It's about 15 meters in, and he gets another really great kick away. 28 points to 8, and how great it is to finally have all your conversions kicked over. 28 points to 8, and that seems like it's going to be the end of Andre Pollard as well, as Manny Libbok and Jaden Hendrickse comes onto the field. Well done, Andre Pollard. A good comeback. And, let's see what Manny Libbok will bring to the party now. Right, so time is off on the clock there. We've had about 10 minutes in the second half, and 28 points to 8 now to South Africa, and a chance to build a really good innings here, as Avili will get us back underway for the remaining 30 minutes of this game. Restart well taken by Marvin Woody, about 5 meters from the near side of the field. And let's see what they can do. Coleman also on for Lausi for Tonga. Jaden Hendrickse waiting for this ball. Goes with a box kick over the top. The chase now coming from Cannon Moody. But well taken by Charles Piatow. And the referee's going to stop it almost immediately there. Etzebeth ran into him. But I think he was fine. Didn't hit the head, so the referee just stopping the clock for precautionary measures there. It didn't look good. Oh, Etzebeth could be going off here. Yeah, they're going to go upstairs. This is going to be just maybe a red card for Etzebeth here. It's not a head-on-head, but it's a shoulder straight to the face of Piatow. Very similar to the one that was there in the first half on Makazola Mapimpi. And, I'm thinking yellow card with a bunker call to come for Etzebeth. What a big blow this won't be. I think it was more it was Piatow who ran into Etzebeth there. So let's have a look here. It's more to the chest of Eben Etzebeth than the shoulder. Very, very low shoulder hit to the head or to the face of Eben Etzebeth. But it's nervous moments here for the box. This is not something that we would want. With 29 minutes to go in this game. Let's just see what they're going to call. Yeah, so it's only going to be a penalty, I think, then. So good refereeing, consistent refereeing today, as we saw that first attempt on Makazola Mapimpi also only getting a penalty call. And now this one from Etzebeth also just getting a yellow card. So that's sanity that's just prevailed here for them. And well done to the referee there and the TMO for sure. So Takalua, I think, is on the field for Tonga now in the place of Pulu. David Avili can kick this one downfield, and he will find touch about 10 meters out from the Springbok try line. Right, so trouble now for the box here. As Tonga now with the opportunity to attack. More replacements on Molly. Sam Molly also on the field for Tonga now, the replacement hooker. Taken well there now, taken up by Ben Tamafuna. Leaves Jaden Hendrickse with the bus full as they drive it on now, about 5 meters out from the try line. Here comes Tonga again. looking to cause a bit of havoc here for South Africa. But a good counter ruck from the box, putting pressure on Tonga. Still Tamafuna now. About 5 meters out from the try line and towards the middle of the field now. Still driving forward is Tonga. Pick and go, pick and go. It's Fekitoa nearly over the try line there. Just a meter out is Tonga now from the try line. Will we see another try from Tonga here? Good defense from the box at the moment. Trying to disrupt this ruck here for Tonga. Comes again Tamafuna. Still not able to bash his way over this time. Etzebeth pulls them back in that one about 5 meters out from the try line. Is Tonga now. Still moving towards the middle of the field. Peter Aki now. A little fumble there out to Avili. Long pass out to Nisi. And he's over for the try there for Tonga. Catching South Africa's defense asleep on the wider channel of the field. 28 points to 13. And this game is not over yet. Not over by a long shot. Second try for Tonga. And Tonga has managed to do what a lot of teams haven't been able to do. Score some tries against the box. 2 really good tries by Tonga. Quinton says Tonga's down with points, but they do not give up. Still playing hard. Absolutely. So, South Africa's got the bonus point, but now they need to secure the game. Because there is still plenty of time left in this game. 26 minutes to go in this game. 28 points to 13. And I think it's time for a lung break again. So Havili looking to slot over this conversion. And that one is going to go to the left of the post. See how important goal kicking is. Let's say South Africa's missed a couple of kicks tonight. It could have been 24 points to 13 or 15 if Tonga got it over. So really important. There's goal kicking for South Africa. Right, so Lindy Bailey says Bokke is really struggling. Tonga don't give up. Absolutely. A great performance so far from them. So Oxfordshire comes back onto the field in the place of Kitsov. He's back from his HIA. And Ben Tamafuna now leaves the field in the place of Kolomatangi, who's on the field now for Tonga. He's had a captain's run today. Is the big number 3. The restart then from the Springboks and not taken by Tonga. Knock on advantage now to the Springboks. Andre Esterhuizen carries it up just outside the 22. Now it's Hendrikse. Willie Leroux gets the pass out to Dwayne Vermeulen. On the far side of the field, he's brought down 5 meters from the touchline. Jaden Hendrikse, Marvin Uri again. Good defense from Tonga once again now, pushing the box back. Now it's carried up here by Kwagga Smith. Still 5 meters out from the 22. It's Eben Etzebeth. Carries it up. Hendricks again. Willie Leroux runs into a big hit there from Fekitoa. But still South Africa have the penalty now. As the referee calls the penalty. And the box will set up a line out here. That one is going to find touch 5 meters out from the try line on the far side of the field. Ashley, Guru, speel die Bokke vir jou. Kom ek sê, die Bokke doen niks verkeerd op die oomblik nie, Ashley. Ek moet sê, ek is baie indrukwekkend wat Tonga doen vandag. Hulle match ons fisies en hulle verdediging is baie goed. Ek kan nie regtig sê dat die Bokke sleg speel nie. Dis meer Tonga wat briljant is vandag. That line out, it's going to be knocked on by South Africa. And it's going to be a scrum down to Tonga. Musa Bokpa says, Bokke need 20 more points. It's now we can go. No, we don't need 20 more points. We just need to win with a bonus point. Remember, we beat Scotland. So if Scotland do end up on the same points as us, we do progress before them because we actually beat Scotland. So, yeah, it doesn't make a difference to that. The clock has been stopped again for an injury here to one of the Tongan players, just receiving some attention. Kasim said, I predicted 48 points to 3. Yeah, I predicted a Springbok win by 55 points today. So I'm a little bit off target at the moment. But yeah, 15 points is not a lot. But the Boks should have this. Right, so just that injury break to the Tongan player. We should be back up and running now again. Yeah, clock is back on. So, yeah, but we are about a minute ahead. So let's just pull that back 1 minute. Right, so still 24 or 23 minutes to go in this game. It's Tonga now with a scrum feed. So well taken in there by Tonga. This time it's Peter Q who's knocked that ball on, and now a chance here as Jesse Krill gets the ball out to Kanamuri. Kanamuri out to Valileru, and Valileru should cut back on the inside and over. He goes for the try in the corner. That's a really good try from Valileru. Came at pace and got the try for the Boks. So 33 points to 13. I think that's game, set, and match here for the Bokke today. A try to Willie Leroux and a difficult conversion kick to come for Manny Libbok. Let's see how Libbok takes this kick. Lindy says Tonga really giving a Bokke a game. Come on, Bokke. And yeah, Willie nearly messed that one up. He's not the quickest player that he used to be, but at least he got the try. And now a conversion attempt from way out here for Manny Libbok, about 5 meters out from the left-hand touchline on the near side of the field. Let's see if we can get this conversion. 33 points to 13. Right, let's see the kick from the corner, says Mario Smith. This kick from Libbok is going straight through the middle. That's a really good kick from Manny Libbok. And, well, if he can only kick like that every time, then it shouldn't be a problem at all. But, yeah, Mr. Inconsistent, unfortunately. And let's hope that's the start of many more good conversions from Manny Libbok. A brilliant kick from him. It's 35 points to 13. The kickoff, bit sloppy from the Boks, and Tonga has managed to secure that. But no, it's going to be a penalty against Tonga there. Trevor has been on. It's Marco van Staden, who's now on the field for the Springboks. Greg says, oh boy, Libbok is under pressure from Police. This is only going to be good from now on for the team. Yeah, what's the chances of Pollard helping out Manny Libbok with a goal kicking now? Some good competition, which will lead to better kicking for sure. Right, so not sure there was a penalty to South Africa, but it's been overturned. It's only a knock-on, says the referee then, and it will be a scrum feed to South Africa. So Jaden Hendrikse with the feed, and we're into the 20-minute mark. So ons gaan nou weer oor na Afrikaans toe. Bal wat wag om uit te kom daar. Dit gaan 'n strafskop wees teen Suid-Afrika daar van die scrum af. En jy kan sien hoeveel dit beteken vir die Tonga spelers daarso. Wen 'n strafskop teen die Bokke op skramtyd en 'n kans nou vir Tonga om hierdie bal veld af te skop. Kom ons kyk of hulle hom kan uitkry. Ek is baie beïndruk met hierdie Tonga span vandag. Definitief nie 'n maklike wedstryd vir die Springbokke vandag nie. En daai bal wat gaan uitgaan so 10 meter van die doellyn van die Springbokke af. Kom ons kyk wat kan Tonga doen van hier af. Kom ons kyk, 19 minute se speeltyd oor in hierdie wedstryd. Gaan Tonga ons die lewe vir ons moeilik maak hierso in hierdie laaste 19 minute van die wedstryd. Marvin Hoorie wat ook die veld gaan verlaat, so die tyd wat gestop word daarso. Marvin Hoorie af, Franco Mostert op die veld hier vir Suid-Afrika. En ek dink dit is die hele plaasvervangers nou op die veld vir die Bokke. Bal wat ingegooi word en ingeneem word daar deur Tonga. Hulle begin met 'n rolmaal beweging van hulle eie. Maar dit word vinnig grond toe gebring deur die Bokke hier op die hoofpaviljoen se kantlyn. Bal wat vorentoe gedryf word daar deur Vakatawa dink ek is dit en dan strafskop teen Tonga. Die bal wat vasgehou word op die grond en is Kwagga wat die strafskop wen daar vir die Bokke. En Manny Libbok wat die bal gaan uitskop so tussen die halflyn en die 10 meter lyn daar aan die hoofpaviljoen kant van die veld. Binne hulle eie gebied die Springbokke. Manne wat vra waar is Faffie en ene wat sê Faffie is besig om met sy hare te shampoo. Bal wat ingegooi word ingeneem daar deur Ebenetsebet, die rolmaal beweging wat deur Suid-Afrika gedoen word daar so vorentoe gedryf amper tot op die halflyn hier deur die Springbokke. Bal wat sal nou moet uitkom vir Jaden Hendricks hierso. Hy kry hom uit in die hande van Esterhuizen uit na Kwagga Smit. Hy in 'n klein gaping en dis Jessie Kriel. Jessie Kriel wat hardloop op tot by die 22 meter lyn. In die middel van die veld word hy grond toe gebring. Nou die bal wat terugkom, Libbok na Leroux, na Cannon Murray toe. Cannon Murray. Hy moes gepaas het, daar kry die bal tog uit na Marco van Staden toe. En van Staden wat oorduik vir die 3. Hier aan die oorkant van die veld. So 5 meter van die oorkant se kantlyn af. Nog 'n 3 vir die Bokke. 40 punte teenoor 13 met so 17 minute se speeltyd wat oorbly in hierdie wedstryd. Pragtige werk daar deur die Springbokke. En 'n goeie wegbreek daar deur Kwagga Smit kry die bal uit na Jessie Kriel toe wat hom opneem tot op die 22 meter lyn. Bal wat vinnig uitkom, Willie Leroux en Libbok wat die aangee daar uitgee na Cannon Moody. Hy is 'n bietjie geniepsag en gaan daar op sy eie, probeer op sy eie gaan. Word grond toe gebring, kry tog die bal uit daar na Marco van Staden toe wat vorentoe beer oor vir die 3 vir die Bokke. Marco van Staden wat sy eerste 3 vir die Wêreldbeker druk die jaar. Manny Libbok met nog 'n moeilike skop hierso. Kom ons kyk wat doen hy met hierdie ene. Kasim sê, Guru, jou en my telling kan nog behaal word. Definitief, Greik. Daar is nog genoeg tyd vir dit. En Libbok wat pale toe korrel. En hy gaan weer eens deur die middel gaan. So nog 'n goeie skop daar deur Libbok. 42-13 en hier is die druk wat Libbok lyk my nodig gehad het om te begin Kampala toe skop. Baie goeie skop daar deur Manny Libbok en is 42 punte teenoor 13. Tonga wat nou gaan of uitrafel of nog in hierdie wedstryd gaan bly. Baie beïndruk met hulle spel, maar ja, dit is ongelukkig nou wat dit is. Sê hulle die floodgates wat dalk gaan open nou hier vir die Bokke. Die afskop wat 'n bietjie baie swak geneem word daar deur die Bokke, maar is Dion Fourie wat die bal kry net so buitekant die 22 van Suid-Afrika, so omtrent in die middel van die veld. Jaden Hendricks wat die bal uitkry daar na Libbok toe. Hy gaan hom hoog in die lug en hom skop. Bal wat gejaag word daar deur Grant Williams, aangeslaan deur Tonga en hier kom die bokke weer. Willie Leroux nou uit daarna Manny Libbok toe. Libbok met 'n cross kick daarso, maar wat opgepik word deur Nissi uit daarna Pietaal toe. Hy kry hom uit na Willie toe, sit hom op die skoen. As die man daar agter nie en Willie wat gaan moet terughol agterna en die bal wat gaan uitgaan en is 'n Tonga lyn staan binnekant die 22 van Suid-Afrika, 5 meter binnekant die 22 aan die oorkant van die veld. Baie goeie skoppie daar so deur Willie en Willie en Grant Williams wat daar amper byna in mekaar vasgehardloop het om te keer om daai bal te laat uitgaan. Maar ja, op die einde van die dag 'n lyn staan hierso vir Tonga. So 5 meter binnekant die 22 van Suid-Afrika aan die oorkant van die veld. 14 minute se speeltyd wat oorbly in hierdie wedstryd. Lyn staan wat geneem word daar deur Tonga en hier is nou 'n geleentheid vir Pitaki uit na Willie lang aan Gina Nisi toe. Hy is baie spasie gegee vandag. Is die regtervleuel van Tonga, maar Suid-Afrika wat hom nou weer grond toe bring, so 5 meter binnekant die 22 van Suid-Afrika in die middel van die veld is Tonga wat vorentoe beer. Maar lyk my Tiaan Fourie wat die bal gaan wen op die grond, strafskop vir die bokke en nou begin Suid-Afrika na vore tree. Tiaan Fourie wat 'n baie goeie wedstryd sover gespeel het. Baie goeie eerste helfte, sy lyn staan in topklas en sy algehele speel op die nommer 2 try. Baie goed vandag deur Tiaan Fourie. Definitief 'n eyster van 'n speler is Tiaan Fourie. Right, kom ons kyk 13 minute se speeltyd oor in hierdie wedstryd. Suid-Afrika wat die lyn staan het hierso net binnekant hulle eie gebied aan die paviljoenkant van die veld. Bal wat ingegooi word, 'n bietjie slordig af van die bokke, maar Libbok wat hom nou kry uit daarna Tiaan Fourie toe. En die bal wat nou terugkom na Manny Libbok toe, Libbok uit daarna Willie Leroux na Grant Williams. Grant Williams wat weghardloop, maar die skynsregter wat sê was 'n vorentoe aangegee deur Willie Leroux. En ons gaan terugkom vir 'n skram aan Tonga. So ja, nee. Daai pas het so 'n bietjie vorentoe gelyk van Willie af na Grant Williams toe. Ons maak dit seker. Ja, definitief vorentoe van Willie Leroux. Ja, jy strei nie my ou maat. Right, skram vir Tonga dan. Suid-Afrika het die bal 90 keer opgedra, 529 meter gemaak. Tonga het dit 82 keer gedoen en 374 meter gemaak. Hulle het definitief 'n baie goeie wedstryd gehad as hierdie Tonga spannetjie. Right, scrum down to Wat wil ek sommer alweer Engels praat hierso. Right, scrum hierso vir Tonga. 5 meter aan die oorkant van die veld, net binnekant hulle gebied. En 'n goeie scrum daar deur die bokke, dryf hulle terug en kry die strafskop. Suid-Afrika het die strafskop hier op die halflyn en 'n geleentheid om hierdie bal veld af te skop. Kry hulle maar net terug van net 'n strafskop wat teen die bokke gegaan het. Libbok wat hierdie bal gaan uitskop, laat ek sien waar gaan hy so 5 meter binnekant die 22 van Tonga aan die oorkant van die veld. Ja, Kasim, ek en jy is op dieselfde eenetjie. 10 minute of 11 minute se speeltyd wat oor is in hierdie wedstryd. En Marke van Staden wat hierdie bal gaan ingooi, kry vir Eben Etzebeth voor rolmaalbeweging wat gevorm word deur Suid-Afrika. Maar ja, dit gaan net nêrens heen op die oomblik nie. Suid-Afrika sal moet definitief werk aan dit as hulle wil gebruik maak van dit gedurende die wedstryd. Andre Esterhuizen wat gaan vorentoe beer, hy was nie gehou in die tackle nie. Hy's dwars deur, kry die paas weg. maar die skeieregter wat sê hy was getackle en hy het weer opgestaan. So strafskop aan Tonga. Ongelukkig daarso vir Andre Estreisen word hy gepenaliseer. En Tonga wat nou die bal kan uitskop hierso op die tussen die halflyn en die 10 meter stippellyn van die bokke aan die oorkant van die veld. Hy was nooit gehou in daai tackle nie. Maar nou ja, hy het ook nie die bal neergesit en weer gehardloop nie. Kom ons kyk wat maak die Tonga span van hier af. Baie goeie spel van hulle deur die loop van die wedstryd, maar ongelukkig net nie goed genoeg om teen die bokke te speel vandag nie. Die bokke wat weer eens klinies was op sekere tye van die wedstryd. Bal wat ingegooi word, Adam Coleman wat hom vat, nou is dit Pieter Aki, kry die aangee daar uit, net oor kan die halflyn, en die bal wat agterlangs uitskiet daar na Tonga, kry hom weer in die hande, is Pakanoa of iemand, kan nie daai naam uitspreek nie, maar Tonga wat vorentoe beer op die oomblik, hier op die 10 meter lyn van Suid-Afrika, Suid-Afrika dryf hulle terug in die verdediging tog, en bietjie druk daarso op Takalua op die halflyn nou vir Tonga in die middel van die veld. Sous wat die manne grond toe bring daarso. Bal kom weer eens uit en Valianua wat daar op gaan steeds druk wat toegepas word op Tonga op die oomblik. Goeie verdediging van die bokke en die bokke die bal gesteel daar in die rak en hier kom die bokke nou is Willie Leroux met die libok uit daarna Jaden Hendrikse toe. Jaden Hendrikse wat die bal veld afskop, baie swak skop daar deur Hendrikse en die bal wat teruggevoeter word daar deur Tonga binnekant die 22 van Suid-Afrika nou Manny Libok. Libok wat gaan hardloop, hy kry 'n gaping, kry hom uit na Grant Williams toe en die pas dan na Andre Estreisen wat net nie na die hand toe gaan nie en nou is dit Tonga met 'n teenaanval. Skop hom veld af, hier's moeilikheid vir Suid-Afrika, die bal wat terugkom vir Tonga, en hier kom 'n 3 vir hulle, dit is Pellegrini wat gaan druk vir Tonga, die op van die bal wat werk daar vir hulle, en hulle kry 'n derde 3 teen die Springbokke vanaand. Nog nie een van die spanne kon dit regkry teen die bokke die jaar in die wêreldbeker nie. En Patrick Pellegrini druk die 3 daarso vir Tonga, 42-18. Suid-Afrika wat op die aanval, die wonderpasie van Grant Williams ongelukkig wat nie in die hand gaan van Libok nie. Bal wat opgepik word daar deur Pellegrini, hy skop hom veld af, hy jaag hom agterna, die bons van die bal perfek in sy hande en hy duik oor vir 'n 3 daarso vir Tonga. Ja, Moose Bokbaas sê Estreisen man of the match, hands down. Ek weet nie, ek sou nou weer vir Dion Fourie vandag gegee het, behalwe vir Andre Estreisen wat 'n baie goeie wedstryd gehad het. Ek dink net Dion Fourie was baie meer klinies, baie goed in die lyn staan, bal ingedra, paar balle al gesteel op die grond. Maar ek meen Andre Estreisen nie ver van man of the match af vandag nie, maar ek sou hom vir Dion Fourie gegee het. Hy skop wat links verbygaan van Pellegrini ook en dit is wat dit is op die oomblik. Tonga wat nog 'n 3 druk. 42-18 met so 5 minute se speeltyd oor in hierdie wedstryd. Antoinette Gerber sê Dion Fourie for man of the match. Afskop wat geneem word daar deur Tonga, net so binnekant lye 22 hardloop hom nou uit. So hulle kan hom nie weer direk uitskop nie. En Tonga wat tog probeer aanval hierso van lye 22 en hier kom hulle alweer. Hier kan nog 'n 3 kom vir Tonga as hulle dit hard tot op die 22 nou. En Nisi wat hom vorentoe skop aan Jesse Kriel, maar daai bal net betyds skryf vir Suid-Afrika. 5 meter van sy eie doellyn af. Jaden Hendrikse wat nou wag vir die bal. So 5 meter van die paviljoenkant van die kantlyn. Suid-Afrika wat die bal het hier so 5 meter van hulle eie doellyn af. Hendrikse wat wag, hy gaan hom seker skop. Ja, hy kry die skop hier daarso en hy gaan op hom uitsit so 5 meter binnekant die 22 van Suid-Afrika. Nie 'n baie goeie skop nie. En die Kings en Pollard man of the match. Ja, kyk, Pollard het 'n goeie wedstryd gehad. Hy het niks verkeerd gedoen vandag nie. Maar persoonlik dink ek dit was die 'n performance wat jy kan sê was man of the match performance nie, maar definitief 'n baie goeie vertoning deur Andre Estreisen, Jasper Wiese, Dion Fourie, selfs Marvin Orie was baie goed vandag. Sit nie so baie van die agterlyn vandag gesien nie, maar ja, Andre Estreisen 'n doring daarso binne senter. Tonga wat nou weer op die aanval kom hier in die middel van die veld. Net so binnekant die 22 opgepik daarso en in 'n klein gapentjie nou 5 meter van die doellyn af hierso. En weer vorentoe gedryf daarso deur Tonga so 3 meter van die doellyn af. Kry die bal uit en nog steeds op die aanval is Tonga, maar die verdediging wat hou van die Bokke op die oomblik. Weer eens daar vorentoe gedryf deur Wawita. Bal wat stadig terugkom vir Tonga. Baie goeie verdediging daar deur Kwagga. Bring die man baie vinnig grond toe en nou weer eens Tanga Noah wat vorentoe gaan na so Pellegrini wat nog 'n 3 wil druk, maar hy word grond toe gebring so 10 meter van die doellyn af. In die middel van die veld hierso vir Tonga. 4 minute se speeltyd oor. Kan Tonga nog 'n 3tjie gaan druk hierso. Bokke het verdedig vandag. Hulle weet hulle het verdedig teen die manne. Strafskop aan die Bokke daarso. Speler wat van die kant af inkom. En Suid-Afrika wat kan verligting bring hierso van hulle eie doelgebied af. Baie goeie wedstryd deur Tonga vandag. Die telling 42-18. Maar die manne het regtig uitgekom om rugby te speel vandag. Drie minute se speeltyd wat oor is hierso in hierdie wedstryd. Kan Suid-Afrika nog 'n laaste 3tjie druk hier voor die einde van die wedstryd. Al wat ingegooi word, hy word oor die kop gegooi tog, maar Suid-Afrika wat die bal terugkry, Dion Fourie, daarna Jesse Kriel toe. Hy maak reguit en word grond toe gebring op die 10 meter stippellyn van Tonga in die middel van die veld. Nou het sy uit daarna Grant Williams lang aangee uit daarna Cannon Moody toe. Hy sit hom op die skoen, jaag hom agterna, maar hy was so half en half uitgevat daarso, maar die bal kom terug nou en Manny Libbok wat die bal het. Wat is dit nou? Die skynsregter wat op sy fluitjie blaas. En ek dink dit gaan 'n strafskop teen Tonga wees. Nee, bal wat uit is daarso, sê die skynsregter en 'n lyn staan vir die Bokke op die 22 meter lyn van Tonga. Kom ons kyk wat kan hulle doen. Weer eens word die bal oorgegooi, Neeman Marco van Staden. Klein aanslaantjie daar deur Tonga. En dit gaan 'n skram wees vir die Bokke. Kan die Bokke afsluit met nog 'n 3tjie hier in hierdie wedstryd. Dankie Greg, Guru. Pleasure as always. You've been magic again. Keep safe this week and see you for the next one. No problem, Greg. Thanks for the support as well. So 'n minuut en 'n half se speeltyd oor in hierdie wedstryd. Bokke wat 42-18 voorloop. Kan hulle nog 'n 3tjie druk? Skram wat gevorm is daarso, gaan die bal ingegooi word deur Jaden Hendrikse so op die 22 meter lyn van Tonga. Kwagga Smit wat die bal beheer daarop. Kry hom uit daarso na Andre Estreisen wat weer vorentoe beheer net oor die 22. Nou is dit Jaden Hendrikse uit daarna Franco Moster toe. Jaden Hendrikse wat weer die bal kry uit na Kitshoff. net so binnekant die 22, 5 meter binnekant die 22 aan die oorkant van die veld, Dion Fourie, wat vorentoe beer. Nou is dit weer Ebenetsebet wat grond toe gebring word, so 5 meter van die oorkant se kantlyn af. Nou Marco van Staden, hy word grond toe gebring, as die bal uit, ja, sy skynsregter, weer Dion Fourie, hy word grond toe gedryf daar so deur Tongas, maar bal besit nog steeds aan Suid-Afrika se kant, Ebenetsebet. Steeds probeer hy vorentoe beer, Jaden Hendricks uit daarna, Trevin Jakane toe, Bokke wat net nie vorentoe kan kom hier op die oomblik nie. Nou is dit Kitshoff ondersteun daar deur Dion Fourie, bal wat terugkom Suid-Afrika se kant toe, nou Andre Esterhuizen, hy gaan draai self gaan, hy word grond toe gebring, so 3 meter van die doellyn af, uit na Franco Mostert toe, Suid-Afrika so 10 meter van die paviljoenkant van die veld, Jaden Hendricks uit na Kitshoff toe, beweeg na die middel van die veld, kom weer terug na Ebenetsebet toe, steeds 3 meter van die doellyn af vir Suid-Afrika, Franco Mostert wat vorentoe gaan, verdediging van die Tonga, span is fantasties, maar hulle kan net nie uithou nie, en Kwagga Smit, druk 3 daar onder die pale vir Suid-Afrika, en dit lyk na 'n baie beter telling dan op die einde van die dag, 47 punte teenoor 18 met 'n skop om te kom vir Libbok. Al my hoed af vir Tonga vandag, hulle het hard probeer, maar hulle is deur 'n kwaliteitsspan gewen, 47 punte teenoor 18 Libbok, wat net gaan pale toe skop hierso, hy behoort om maklik te kry, sekerlik kan die Dene mis nie. En die eindtelling wat hier gaan 49 punte teenoor 18 wees. En wel gedaan aan die Bokke, hulle kwalifiseer hierso vir die uitspelrondes van die Wêreldbeker. So Frankryk, hier kom ons. 'n Kwartfinale teen Frankryk oor 2 naweke vir die Suid-Afrikaanse span. Nieu-Seeland wat 10-1 teen Ierland gaan kragte meet teen sy Skotland die week 'n groot opskudding kan veroorsaak wat kom. En dan Engeland wat klaar gekwalifiseer het, Japan en Argentinië wat in 'n groot wedstryd gaan wees. Wat gaan beslis wie gaan deur daarso. So daar's nog groot rugby wat kom die week. Ek wil gou vinnig daai fixture list opkry net om te kyk wat kom vir die res van die week. Maar dis Frankryk teen Italië. Ja, eers donderdag is dit Nieu-Seeland teen Uruguay. Vrydag is dit Frankryk teen Italië. En dan Saterdag Wales teen Georgia, Engeland teen Samoa. En dan die groote Ierland teen Skotland. En dan Sondag is dit Japan teen Argentinië. So 2 groot wedstryde wat die week kom, is die Ierland-Skotland wedstryd. En dan ook die Japan teen Argentinië wedstryd gaan 'n groot wees. En as jy kyk na hoe Fiji gesukkel het teen Georgia, kan daai wedstryd teen Portugal ook 'n baie belangrike wedstryd wees vir Fiji. So groot rugby wat kom die week. Ons sal sien wat gaan ons uitsaai daarso, maar ek sal julle laat weet in die tyd wat se wedstryde ons gaan doen. Maar kwartfinale teen Frankryk wat voor lê en ons kan nie wag nie. Dit gaan 'n groot wees. Dankie vir al die ondersteuning vanaand mense. Ek gaan julle daar los. Fantastiese vertoning deur die Bokke op die einde van die dag. 49 punte teenoor 18. Ek sê goeienaand en sien julle volgende keer.